Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, this is Montana State Bobcat Women's Basketball. Brought to you by Bridger Brewing. Cheers to every journey being better than the last. Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, Mountains and Mines. Rocky Mountain Credit Union, here to help you through all life's events, big and small. Visit rmcu.net to find out more. Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series. First Interstate Bank, built for you. And by Guaranteed Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of Bobcat women's basketball, Daniel Salle.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Daniel Salle here, coming to you live from Idaho Central Arena. First Interstate Bank broadcast edition. It's the semifinal round. Montana State and Eastern Washington going toe-to-toe for a chance to play in the Big Sky Conference Championship game. And we're starting things off a little different this afternoon. We're going to go ahead and open up by talking to the head coach of the Bobcats, Tricia Binford. Coach, thanks for joining me. Congrats on the win yesterday.
Thanks, Daniel. I appreciate it.
Well, it wasn't pretty. 47-45, the final score, or 47-44. You go into overtime, took an extra 5 minutes. But like you said on the post-game show, sometimes in tournament play, you got to get the ugly one out of the way in order to move on.
Well, absolutely. You need one more point. You need to survive in advance. We lived that motto extremely well yesterday, but kids did it with their defense, and they hit some free throws down the stretch. So I'm really proud of this group and the resiliency.
And defensively, we thought one of the best performances by our team all season long. Obviously, that's been a driving force for this group all season long, too, is just domination on that side of the floor. What did you see that stuck out on the defensive end yesterday?
Well, I felt like we were able to maintain our pressure mostly throughout the course of the game. I think when UNC took their lead, we got a few lob layups against us, but over the course of that 45 minutes, it was really fantastic. I thought we were attack-minded. I thought we rushed a lot of shots.
And offensively, what are some things that you're looking to adjust going into today's game? I know it's obviously a quick turnaround, so you don't get time to kind of throw the book at them and go through everything in a practice. But what were some things you talked with the team about moving into the next round?
Well, I think the big thing for us is settling in and simplifying. Obviously, you got to hit some shots. That opens up a lot of the floor when you do that. But we want to keep the game plan simple offensively. We want to get some points off of our transition, off our defense, and then really just keep those play calls simple with our ball screens, get Mary into some ball screens, get Taylor into some ball screens, and also be shot ready because I know they swarm very heavily, and we just got to be ready to take those shots, knock them down.
We knew going into yesterday that if we were to win that game, it would be the number one seed Eastern Washington waiting for us in the semifinal round. This is a team that we've seen twice already this season, both games coming down to the final possession. What are some things that they do well and some things that you've gotten to know about them throughout the first two matchups this season heading into today?
Well, starters, they have the MVP of the conference, and she was voted that for the exact reason that she's a playmaker, but the ball's going to be in her hands to finish games, and she certainly did that against Weber State in their opening round. She's very good in all facets of the game, both offensively and defensively, and they got a lot of chemistry. They have a lot of experience back. This is a team with full weapons across the board. They don't rely on one person to score, so we just got to be super sharp on the defensive end, but on the offensive end, they disrupt as well, so this could come down to who takes better care of the ball today.
Well, Coach, that's all I got for you. Best of luck today, and hopefully we'll be talking tomorrow before a championship game.
Sounds great. Thanks, Daniel.
All righty, that was the head coach of the Bobcats, Tricia Binford, talking to us before today's semifinal matchup between Montana State and Eastern Washington. The 4 seed taking on the 1 seed with a chance to play in the Big Sky Championship game on the line. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, more pregame coverage here from Boise. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball from Learfield.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here, First Interstate Bank Broadcast Edition, bringing you the Montana State pregame show here from the Big Sky Tournament semifinal action between the 4-seeded Montana State Bobcats and the top-seeded outright regular season Big Sky Conference champion Eastern Washington Eagles. The Bobcats coming into today's game fresh off a 47-44 win in overtime yesterday over Northern Colorado in a game in which the Bobcats went 2 for 19 from the three. 3 players finished in double figures. It was Mara Dykstra, Caitlin Lamardo, Madison Jackson, all with 11 points. And UNC was scoreless in the final 4:32 of the ball game, 0 for their last 8 from the field. There were some huge plays in the fourth quarter by Izzy Bunyan to keep the Bobcats in the game and force overtime. And at the end of the day, it was free throws that won the game for the Bobcats. They were 17 of 22 from the free throw line, and KJ Lamardo was 9 of 10 at the stripe. So that's what got him points on the board when the offense went cold, and it was a great recipe for success. Let's go ahead now and break down Eastern Washington and see why they're going to be in hot water today, brought to you by Mountain Hot Tub. Mountain Hot Tub is Montana's largest hot tub dealer since 1979. Your authorized hot spring spa dealer with locations in Bozeman, Butte, and Helena. Eastern Washington, number 1 seed, 27-5 on the year, 16-2 in conference play, outright Big Sky champs. In their last game, it was a 71-58 win over the 9 seed Weber State. And that was a game where Weber jumped out to a good-sized lead in the second half, but Eastern Washington came around, outscored them 24-12 in the fourth quarter en route to a double-digit victory. 2 meetings between these two teams this season. The first one, Montana State winning 62-61 over Eastern Washington in Cheney on February 1st. And that was the night where Mara Dykstra was really in the midst of her breakout stretch there in conference play. She had a career high of 21 points. It was Taylor Jansen who hit the massive go-ahead 3 late in the game. J.D. Barton missed a corner 3 as time expired, and the Bobcats got a huge win to get them going in conference play. And then the last meeting was just a couple weeks ago, March 2nd, senior day. Eastern Washington got the win in that one, 52-50. At the buzzer, it was Jamie Loetta who hit the game-winning shot, and Jamie Loetta is the real deal. We'll talk more on her when we do Keys to the Game, but she really took over that game late down the stretch. And it wasn't all just her scoring. She just can control the tempo so well as a point guard. She wasn't a leading scorer in the Big Sky, but without a doubt, she was definitely the MVP of this league, and she was rightfully voted that, and also was Defensive Player of the Year 2nd year in a row. She just does so much for them, setting up their offense, getting buckets, setting up her teammates, rebounding the ball, defending, you name it. She is the real deal, and the Bobcats are really going to have to contain her today, but she took over that game down the stretch and gave the Bobcats about all they could ask for. But 2 meetings already, both coming down to the final possession. Should be an exciting one here today. We're going to go ahead and take another break. When we come back, we'll go over today's Keys to the Game, sponsored by Kendall Ford. You're listening to Montana State Basketball from Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
I wanted to put up a fence to protect my tomato plants. So I grabbed this, and then I did this. But instead of yielding a big crop, I hit a utility line and had to pay $1,200 in repairs. I didn't just lose my pride and joy, I could no longer afford the new stovetop I'd been saving up for. Next time, I'm going to make my free call to 811 before I dig.
Learn from Curry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here. First Interstate Bank Broadcast Edition, Idaho Central Arena in beautiful Boise, Idaho, beautiful city where there's actually a lot of rain outside today. But doesn't matter. We're playing indoors. It's the Big Sky Conference Tournament, little Tuesday matinee action, semifinal round between the number 4 seed Montana State and the top seeded Eastern Washington. A reminder that after this game at 2:30, it'll be the 2 versus the 3 Northern Arizona taking on the Montana Lady Grizz. Both teams with comfortable wins in the quarterfinal round. Montana beating Idaho yesterday, and Northern Arizona beating Sacramento State on Sunday afternoon. So that should be a really exciting matchup. And you know, we got 2 very powerful offensive teams going toe-to-toe on the other side of the bracket today in this game between Montana State and Eastern Washington. 2 teams where a lot of their identity is on the defensive side of the floor, and that should make for a hardy, contested matchup this afternoon here. So let's go ahead and talk about today's Keys to the Game, sponsored by Kendall Ford. And the first one for Montana State, the Bobcats have got to hit a couple outside shots. Eastern is aggressive defensively. They will collapse inside on posts. They'll collapse and attack on drivers. That you got to kick it out and hit some shots to keep them honest on the defensive end. For Montana State defensively, you got to bother Jamie Loetta in some capacity. As I talked about earlier, she's an elite playmaker, an elite decision maker. She will affect the game in some way. She always finds a way to affect the game. She's efficient. She's a great playmaker. Just not many things that she doesn't do well, but you got to get her out of a rhythm, at least for a certain stretch of ball game. Disrupt the flow for their team by bothering Jamie Loetta. That's going to be huge. You're not going to stop her completely, I don't think, but just get her a little bit out of the rhythm. It'll really change their entire operation. And the last one for Montana State is they got to get productive minutes from their bench. Second day in a row with the game. They went to overtime yesterday. Taylor and KJ and Jack all played over 38 minutes. Got to be able to show some depth and help some of those kids out. And a bonus nugget, big key in this game is Trisha Binford. Coach Bin, she's been here before. And Jody Gleason's this year's Coach of the Year on the other sideline. She's the real deal. She's built a wonderful program at Eastern Washington in just 3 short seasons. But, you know, she's going up against one of the most longest tenured coaches in this league, the second winningest coach in the history of this league, and someone who's won this tournament here in Boise multiple times. So should make for an exciting matchup, and really excited to see what happens. Those were your keys to the game, sponsored by Kendall Ford. We're going to go ahead and take another timeout. When we come back, tip-off here from the Idaho Central Arena. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
When your day one proves they're a real one by showing up with McDonald's breakfast before you even get out of bed. The friends don't let friends skip breakfast deal.
Real friends also understand if you eat their hash browns before you even drive back. It's buy one, get one for $1 at McDonald's with 5 options to mix and match. Sausage McMuffin, burrito, McGriddles, biscuit, or hash browns. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Banking doesn't stop because the weekend comes around or the sunset paints our big sky. We know you work hard for your money and need access to it 24/7, 365, wherever you are. Stockman Bank's online and mobile banking lets you live every single moment of your day with confidence to stay in touch with your money via smartphone, tablet, or desktop computer. See the difference banking with Stockman Bank makes for you. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, ooh, pump it up.
Join the Town Pump Fountain and Coffee Club with Pump It Up rewards. Buy 5 of any size fountain drink or coffee and get your 6th free. It pays to be a Pump It Up rewards member. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
Right down the road. Pump it up, oh yeah.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here, courtside at the Idaho Central Arena. First Interstate Bank broadcast edition. Moments away from tip-off between the 4-seed Montana State Bobcats and the top-seeded Eastern Washington Eagles here at the Big Sky Tournament. And what a beautiful day we have for basketball. The crowd's filling in. The lights are shining bright. Let's go ahead now and meet today's starting lineups. First for Eastern Washington. At point guard, a 5'9" grad student out of Moses Lake, Washington. Transfer by way of Arizona State. The Big Sky Player of the Year and the two-time Big Sky Defensive Player of the Year. That's Jamie Loetta. At guard, a 5'8" redshirt sophomore out of Federal Way, Washington, wearing number 25, the leading scorer of this Eastern Washington team at nearly 15 points per game. That's Aaliyah Alexander. Also at guard, a 5'10" junior out of Meridian, Idaho, wearing number 24, second-team all-conference selection this year. That is Jaleesa Lawrence. In the front court, a 6'1" senior out of Spokane, Washington, by way of UNLV, number 10, Jacinta Buckley. Really a glue player for this Eastern Washington team. Goes hard to the boards. There's not much she doesn't do well on the court. Just a great player. Missed a big stretch of games due to injury in the conference season, but back now and playing some of her best basketball late in the season. And rounding it out for Eastern Washington in the middle, a 6'1" redshirt senior out of Cumbria, England, wearing number 21. That's Millie Knowles. Knowles, a force on the inside, really good at O-boards and putbacks. She can get you on a barrier on the low block. That's a matchup not many teams would like one-on-one. That's the starting lineup for Eastern Washington, announced by head coach Jody Gleason, doing a heck of a job in her third season in Cheney as the head coach of the Eagles, Big Sky Conference Coach of the Year this year, and she's got quite the squad assembled this season, and now the Bobcats will look to play spoiler. The starting five for Montana State, announced by head coach Tricia Binford, the second winningest coach in Big Sky women's basketball history. Her point guard, a 5'5" freshman out of Welland, Ontario, wearing number 2. That's Natalie Picton. At guard, a 6'2" senior out of Silver City, New Mexico, wearing number 11, KJ Lamardo. 11 points for her yesterday, 9 of them coming at the free throw line. At guard, a 5'9" super senior out of Parma, Idaho, wearing number 0, Madison Hall. And what a blessing it has been to have her back on this team this year. A late decision in October, was originally going to be on staff, made the call to come back, and where would this team be without Maddie Jackson? Let me tell you, she is fantastic. In the front court, a 6'2" sophomore out of Vancouver, British Columbia, second-team all-conference selection this season. That's Mara Dykstra. Really just a great scorer from that high post, loves the lane line drive, and did a great job down the stretch, helping the Bobcats punch offensively, landing herself on the All-Big Sky second team. And in the middle, Taylor Jansen, a 6'3" senior out of Rosemont, Minnesota. Let's go ahead now and see the tip-off going left to right. It's won by the Bobcats, wearing their navy blue uniforms, blue pants, gold Bobcat head on the shorts. Mara Dykstra gets it going left to right. She's down the left side lane line, puts it up off the glass. No good rebound. Eastern Washington, they'll go right to left, wearing their home white uniforms, red numbers, red lettering, and red trim on the shorts. Up top, Jacinta Buckley gets it over near side to Alexander. She's driving on Picton. Lamardo helps off, forces a errant pass, but Loetta's able to pull it back in. 13 on the shot clock. Jansen switches out to Loetta in the ball screen. Loetta working downhill to her right around Jansen. Pump fakes, picks up her dribble, kicks it out to Lawrence. Her three from the top is up and good. Eastern Washington strikes first. Picton will take it up the floor for Montana State. 3-0, Eagles in the lead. Loetta guarding Picton. Picton swings it over to Jansen left side, back to Picton. Dykstra's going to duck in near side. Picton still bouncing it, swings it over left side to Lamardo. Here's a screen going to the baseline. They're going to switch on to Lamardo. She goes into Hall on the post-up. Hall tries to step through, kicks it out to Dykstra, 7 on the shot clock. Dykstra drives, puts it up in traffic over Knowles. It's blocked by Knowles, rebounded by Alexander. Alexander pushing up the floor. Jansen will pick up the ball. Now Loetta has it. Open three. No, she's going to try and throw it into Knowles, but it's right into the hands of Lamardo. Lamardo with the steal. She'll get it going the other way. Near side, Picton. Picton on the wing, gets it down to the short corner. Dykstra turns, faces, skip past left wing Hall. Hall's going to drive to her right, get through traffic, put it up, off the window, it's good. Madison Hall with the bucket, first of the game for the Bobcats. They trail 3-2, 8:23 to go in the first quarter. Loetta, cross half court, guarded by Picton. Ball screen up top from Knowles. Picton gets through and hands her off to Jansen. Loetta gets downhill, puts up a runner. It's no good. Rebound Dykstra, and here's Picton taking up the floor for Montana State. 8:05 to go in the first. Cats trail by 1. Picton turns it over right into the hands of Aaliyah Alexander on the other end. Eastern's going to slow down the pace, get it across half court. Picton picking up the ball. Loetta gets by her, going to the left. Picton catches up, skip pass, right side in the corner. It's Buckley. Buckley on the drive, guarded by Hall. Will back it up to the three-point line. Now it's Lawrence driving on Jansen. Euro step around Dykstra from the help side. It's no good. Picton gets the rebound. Heck of a defensive possession there by Montana State. 7:35 to go in the first. Far side, Picton. She'll swing it over to Dykstra on the reversal. Dykstra, nowhere to go with it. She's going to hand it back to Lamardo. Lamardo gets a screen, dumps it down to the rolling Dykstra. She puts it up in traffic. Finger roll, it's good. Nicely done. KJ Lamardo threading the needle. That assist sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. Here's Loetta, one-on-one, driving on Picton. Picton knocks it loose. Hall came over on the help. It's a steal for the Bobcats. Picton in transition, picks up her dribble, skips it over. Madison Hall, three from the left wing. It's good. Madison Hall, the first three of the ball game for the Cats, and just like that, Montana State leads 7-3. Got her first three of the ball game today in the first quarter. It took all the way until the fourth yesterday, but it's a new day, and the Bobcats lead by 4 on the other end. It's Jaleesa Lawrence driving to the rim and getting fouled. Lawrence will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Second team all-conference selection this season out of Meridian, Idaho. She's just a junior. Simpkins Holland believes in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Holland, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946. Lawrence misses her first free throw. And this Eastern Washington team, normally a pretty solid free throw shooting team. They're 75% as a team, but they were 6 of 14 in Bozeman just a couple weeks ago on Senior Day as Lawrence goes to the line and makes the second, splits the pair, and the Bobcats lead 7-4. Far side, Isabel Bunyan working up the floor. Just subbed in with Ella Johnson for the first time today. Boy, was she great in that game yesterday. Hall post up right block, fadeaway jumper is up, short, no good. Rebound Alexis Pettis for Eastern Washington. She'll give it up to Loetta. Pettis, a junior out of Gardena, California, backup point guard in the game for the first time. She's a heck of a player as well. J.D. Martin, left wing, throws it. It's stolen by Bunyan, but as she tries to save it, it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Montana State. Egan checking in the game to give Jack a rest. And Loetta will take it out from the near sideline. Loetta to inbound. Bunyan guarding the ball. It's Pettis. She swings it over to Lawrence. Down to the high post. Martin turns, faces. Lamardo helps off, knocks it loose. We got it on the ground. Tie up. Possession arrow favors Eastern Washington. That's a great attack on the dribbler by Caitlin Lamardo. Martin loves to score it. She's not always looking to kick. That time she turns. She had her back turned to Lamardo. Lamardo jumps in and makes that play difficult as Egan defending the ball on Pettis, who drives the lane and travels. 7-4, the Bobcats lead. Offensively, have found a bit of a rhythm, and defensively, well, we know what the story's been for them all season, and really for the last 19 years under Tricia Binford. That's her calling card. Up the floor, Izzy Bunyan. Guarded by Pettis, high post right side, Taylor Jansen. Jansen looking inside, she's got Lamardo. Lamardo turns into a mid-range J off the rim, left side, no good. Rebound, Jaleesa Lawrence. Lawrence will push up the floor. Far side, guarded by Egan. Egan keeping her there, knocks it loose and gets the steal. Heck of a job by Malia Egan, the freshman out of Colstrip, and the Bobcats are going the other way. Izzy Bunyan out top. Working to her right now on the dribble. Here comes a screen from Taylor Jansen. Bunyan gets around it, working to her left, stops at the elbow, picks up her dribble, and whips it out to Lamardo. Lamardo into the high post looking for Jansen. It's deflected by Knowles into the backcourt. Lamardo gets it back across with 10. Looking for a backdoor cutter, and Egan, it's a kick ball. And that'll reset the shot clock to 20 and keep it with the Bobcats. Honestly, a nice break. That was a possession where the Bobcats weren't getting anything they wanted, so allow them to drop a baseline play here and reset. 5:23 to go in the first. Montana State leads 7-4. Lob pass in. Caitlin Lamardo out on the perimeter. She stops at the elbow, swings it over to Jansen, right slot. Lamardo cuts. Now Egan gets it. Reverse pass over to Bunyan, left side. Bunyan gets it into the post. Jansen back out to Bunyan. Bunyan pump fakes from the left corner, drives, loses it. Now Johnson has it. Bobcats have 3 seconds. Lamardo forces one up. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Eastern Washington, but they're going to call a shot clock violation as KJ's shot just hit off the backboard. 5:02 to go in the first. 7-4. Montana State leads. defense the story of the ball game so far, especially for the Bobcats. Up the floor, Jamie Loetta. Guarded by Picton. Backdoor cut, Pettis wide open layup off the glass. It's good. Up the floor, Bunyan. 7-6. Bobcats lead by 1. Left side, Picton on the wing. Dykstra setting a screen. Picton has it knocked loose by Loetta. She picks it up and swings it over to Dykstra. 15 on the shot clock. Dykstra bounces it, hands off to Bunyan. Bunyan thinks about the three. Now she's going to drive, dump it off to the rolling Dykstra. It's deflected out of bounds by Buckley. 9 seconds on the shot clock for the Bobcats. They'll take it out on the baseline, but first, immediate timeout. 4:30 to go in the first quarter. 7-6, Montana State leading the top seed Eastern Washington in the Big Sky Conference Tournament semifinal round. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza and is proud to support all things Bobcat sports. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, last beer served at 8 p.m., and located right across from the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Stop by after the game today to enjoy a cold pint of beer and a slice of made-from-scratch delicious pizza. Dine-in service and online ordering for takeout are both available. Check out BridgerBrewing.com and at Bridger Brewing on Instagram and Facebook, and stay tuned for updates on our newest adventure in Three Forks, Montana.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here, First Interstate Bank broadcast position, courtside inside the Idaho Central Arena for Big Sky Conference Tournament semifinal action between the Bobcats and the Eagles, the 4 seed versus the 1 seed. Montana State with 9 on the shot clock. They'll inbound from the baseline. 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Dykstra gets it. She's going to drive left side, spin back, kick it out. Egan to Picton. 4 on the shot clock. Picton steps back, gets it to Dykstra, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. And that's something that's been a weakness this year for the Bobcats, is an awareness of that shot clock winding down. It's come down to too many possessions where they're not getting a shot up. 7-6, Eastern leads by 1. Near side, Montana State leads by 1. Eastern has the ball near side. Buckley looking for a cutter. It's stolen away by Malia Egan. Egan in transition. She's going to drive the lane, step through 2 defenders. Layup off the window. It's good. Tough finish by Malia Egan. Kind of crossed back to the left side and did a right-handed layup going to her left and had a nice spin off the backboard. On the other end, Jadia Martin's shot is up and no good. Bobcats have it going the other way with a 9-6 lead. Dykstra inside, steps through traffic, shot is blocked, knocked out of bounds, and it's off Dykstra. So Eastern will get it back. We got some substitutions for Montana State. Egan and No, just Picton, not Egan and Picton. Just Picton stepping off to go to the bench. Izzy Bunyan back in for Montana State and Madison Hall. Right side, Loetta hands it off to Alexander. Reverse pass left to Lawrence, who finds Martin on a wide-open back cut for a layup. That's now 2 times that Eastern has backdoored untouched to the basket for an easy 2 points. 9-8, Montana State leads. Up top, Dykstra finds a cutting Bunyan. Bunyan's scoop shot is blocked, and the Bobcats are getting a lot of shots blocked right now by Eastern Washington. Got to work in some shot fakes here, and that's, I'm sure, what's being told to them on the bench. Inbounding Bunyan. Looking to the corner, left side, Lamardo. Lamardo gets it back over to Bunyan, right side of the corner. She pump fakes, drives the lane, steps through traffic, puts it up. It's blocked. She gets it back and travels. .3:15 to go in the first. 9-8. Bobcats still lead by 1. Eastern with it taking up the floor is Jamie Loetta, the point guard. Big Sky Player of the Year, guarded by Izzy Bunyan, who starred in that game yesterday against Northern Colorado. Left side, Jaleesa Lawrence looking to go into the post to Knowles. Bunyan fronting, skip pass, right wing. Martin up top to Loetta, guarded by Jansen. Loetta's going to bounce it. Help off by Lamardo, kick it out to Alexander. Alexander drives, Lamardo helps again. Kick out 3 from the top from Lawrence is on its way, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hall. It's a fantastic job playing off-ball defense there by Caitlin Lamardo. All Big Sky defensive team selection, the senior out of Silver City, New Mexico. Bunyan, left side, gets it into the post. Jansen now out towards the three-point line. She works it up top to Dykstra. Dykstra to Hall. Hall, jab steps to her left. Now she's going to bounce it right. Swivel, kick it out to Lamardo, who pump fakes. Pull-up jumper, left elbow from Lamardo is no good. Long rebound into the hands of Aaliyah Alexander. Alexander up the near side of the floor. Up top, Loetta setting up the offense now to her left wing. There's a screen from Knowles. Knowles is going to get it now. High post looking for Alexander in the high-low. Finds her. Alexander spins into a shot. It's denied and stolen away by Izzy Bunyan. Bunyan working up the floor for Montana State. 2 minutes to go now in the first. Jansen gets it left elbow. Jansen tried to hand it off to Lamardo, but Lamardo went to back cut. Turnover Montana State. It's right out of bounds. Eastern will take it out, going right to left. Far sideline, Buckley gets it in. Now in the game for Eastern Washington, Ellie Bonai, a 5'9" redshirt sophomore out of Spokane, Washington, transfers to San Jose State. Had 9 points in Bozeman in the last meeting as she back cuts, wide open layup off the glass. It's no good, but an O-board from Lawrence. She pump fakes, goes back up with it. That's up and good. Again, not only do they get back cut that time, then they can't finish the play defensively. The Bobcats have got to clean that up. 10-9, they trail. Eastern is backdooring nonstop, and they keep getting open looks out of it. Left side, Dykstra has the ball poked out by Buckley. Now she's dribbling. Up top, Jansen to Lamardo. Good look 3 from the left side. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound, Alexander. 10-9 Eastern leads. 1:09 to go in the first quarter. Alexander left side, guarded by Hall. Beats her going downhill to the right. Hall cuts her off, though, on the recovery. Pass deflected by Lamardo and stolen away by the Bobcats. They are doing a lovely job attacking the ball handlers when they drive downhill. If they could clean up the backdoor cutting defense, they would be pitching quite the defensive ball game right now. As Hall pulls a 3 on the other end off the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by Eastern Washington. Bonai taking it up the floor, gets it to Alexander. Alexander drives by Hall, kicks it out. Lawrence 3 right corner. Good contest from Picton. Shots no good. Rebound Dykstra. Dykstra will slow it down, bounce up to Picton. 25 on the shot clock, 33 on the game clock here in the first. 10-9, Eastern leads by 1. Up top, Natalie Picton. Bouncing it. Working to her right wing. It's Hall. Hall gets a screen pull-up jumper right elbow. It's blocked by Millie Knowles. Alexander rebounds it, loses it. Taylor Jansen steals it away. Now Picton's going to drive. 13 on the clock in the first quarter. 10 seconds now. Bobcats to play for last shot. Picton beats her defender, drives downhill, puts up a finger roll, got fouled, and won! Natalie Picton, the freshman, finishing through contact. 3.3 seconds to go in the first. She's going to step up to the line and look to complete a three-point play as the Bobcats now lead 11-10 with 3.3 seconds to go in the first quarter on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard. Heck of a job by Natalie Picton. Here's Picton at the line, free throw up, and it's no good. Rebound Buckley. Eastern will have a chance at a heave as Lawrence launches from half court, and it's no good. Looked like it might be on line from where I'm sitting, but way long to the left side, and that'll take us into the second quarter. Montana State, after one, leading 11-10 over Eastern Washington here in the Big Sky Tournament semifinal round. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
For every peak, valley, and plateau, for every mishap and every adventure, for every Montanan in every season of life, Bozeman Health is here to deliver care with quality, compassion, and respect. Because we see you as more than the patient you are today. We look to what's on the horizon for you and our community over the decades to come. That's care beyond care. Well beyond Bozeman Health.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University in the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Found your dream home but dread having to move? Call Mesa Moving and Storage. We make moving fun. We work hard so you don't have to. We are here to help take the stress out of moving your home or business. If there's a move in your future, contact Mesa to handle the details so you can enjoy the experience. Mesa, the largest United agency family in Montana, is ready to take care of all your moving and storage needs. Call the friendly folks at Mesa, 406-285-7033.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here, First Interstate Bank broadcast edition, bringing you second quarter action from the Big Sky Tournament, 11-10. The Bobcats leading by one with 1 quarter in the books, as both teams will take the floor out of the timeout. And again, a heck of a job in the first quarter by Montana State. Offensively, a little bit hit or miss, but defensively, with the exception of the backdoor cuts, a fantastic job by Montana State. Up the floor, Natalie Picton starting with the ball, picks up her dribble, gets it back out top to Jansen. Jansen bounces to her right, throws it into Lamardo. Lamardo spins into traffic, kicks it out. Johnson, extra pass, Bunyan, 3, left wing, off the rim, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and last touch by Eastern. Bobcats will keep it. Shot clock will reset to 20 seconds. Clean look that time for Bunyan. Didn't fall, but Izzy playing some really good basketball as of late. Lamardo will take it out from the baseline for Montana State. She gets it in. Johnson, quick mid-range jumper off the rim, no good. Ella gets her own rebound, puts it back up, that's no good. Kicks it back out to Lamardo. Extra pass, Picton, 3, left side, in and out, no good. Rebound, J.D. and Martin. And Martin swarmed by Lamardo and Bunyan, and a quick foul called on Montana State. Going right to left, it'll be Jamie Loetta. Near side. She's going to fake the handoff drive, baseline cut off by Jansen. Looking to throw it into the post. She gets it into Knowles. It's deflected and stolen away by Lamardo. Lamardo gets out of traffic and will get it up to Jansen, who goes back to KJ. KJ will run the floor in transition. Picks up her dribble, swings it over Picton. Picton on the left wing. Looking to get it into Jansen. Now Jansen will come up and get the catch at the perimeter. Jansen right side to Lamardo. Lamardo gets a screen. Swings it back over to Ella Johnson, right wing. Johnson's going to drive the lane, put it up with her left in traffic, blocked by Knowles. Johnson out to Picton, 6 on the shot clock. Picton's going to drive down the lane, put up a floater off the window. It's good. What a finish by Natalie Picton. The touch on the floater, second to none. 13-10. Bobcats lead by 3. 8:40 to go in the second. Out top, Millie Knowles. Guarded by Ella Johnson. Drives by her, and Jansen helps off. Knocks it loose. And they're going to call a foul on Jansen. Madison Hall and Mary Dykstra checking back into the game. And taking it out will be Loetta. She gets it into Lawrence. Lawrence to the high post. Knowles with Picton on her. Throws it down to Buckley. Buckley goes up over Ella Johnson for the layup. It's good for 2. Working up the floor near side, Picton. 13-12. Bobcats lead. Picton working downhill, weaves into traffic, loses it. It's stolen away by Eastern Washington. Foul clear as day in the lane, not called. Rebound or steal by Eastern. Martin takes up the floor, skips it over left side into the stands. Turnover by Eastern Washington. Ella Johnson will take it out from the near sideline. Picton going to get a rest. Egan back in the game. Bunyan out there as well. So it's Bunyan, Picton, and Johnson. Bunyan, Egan, and Johnson. 3 freshmen joined out there by Hall and Dykstra. Up top, Mara Dykstra with it, working to her left hand. Pass it off to Hall. Hall going to work downhill, crossover, kicks it over left wing Johnson. Johnson back up to Hall, 15 on the shot clock. Dykstra looking for a catch on the Barry. Now she's going to come up and set a screen. Hall with 10 on the shot clock. Drives, jump, stop, step back, jumper. It's good. Madison Hall with the bucket. Job well done by Jack. We got a stoppage on the court for something. So we're going to go to the monitor, it appears. And it's immediate timeout, so we'll take a break. 7:37 to go in the second quarter. Montana State leads 15-12 after the jumper from Madison Hall. We'll take a break. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
Are you too hot? Are you too cold? Did you know that you don't have to just deal with it? We at Ambient Air Solutions understand how important comfort plays on your emotions, health, and quality of life on a daily basis. Ambient Air Solutions offers 24/7 emergency service for residential and commercial clients. We also offer financing to help ease the financial stress and burden of a lifelong investment. Call Ambient Air Solutions at 406-577-1818 and leave it to the professionals. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here, First Interstate Bank broadcast edition. So they went to the monitor, and I didn't see what happened, and I haven't seen a replay, but I can tell you there was an intentional foul called on Jamie Loetta. Apparently her and Izzy Bunyan got into a little squabble there underneath the basket after the last possession. So now Madison Hall will step up to the line for 2 free throws, I believe, on the intentional. And then the Bobcats will get the ball back. Free throw up from Hall. Short, no good. Hall at the line for one more. And she misses it. Jack will take it out from the near sideline. Hall will inbound. She gets into the backcourt to Izzy Bunyan. Bunyan working up the floor. Left side, Dykstra. Into the post, Madison Hall posting up, pivots, kicks it out to Ella Johnson. Skip pass right side at Izzy Bunyan, into the post, Dykstra. Dykstra with 3 defenders around her, and we got a jump ball. Eastern will take it up the floor. So the Bobcats with 2 free throws in the ball, they get a turnover and 2 missed free throws, so nothing to show for it after the intentional foul. Disaster averted for Eastern Washington. That's an opportunity that we're going to remember late in this game when it's neck and neck. Alexander crosses over, guarded by Dykstra. Now she's going to drive baseline. Dykstra catches up. Hall helps off, tries to block the shot, but it goes in for 2. She didn't know the shot went in. Ella Johnson will take it out from the baseline. Up the floor, Johnson. Bunyan. Looking to get across half court. They're going to trap her, and she's fouled, but they call it travel, of course. And now Eastern Washington's taking all the momentum, and it's so backwards. You have an intentional foul, 2 free throws in the ball. You miss them both, turn it over, and now another turnover on the second straight possession for Montana State. They got to clean this up. Starts with a stop. Loetta working up top to Buckley. Guarded by Dykstra now into the corner. Martin, jab step. She's guarded by Ella Johnson. Looking to get it inside. She can't. Now she finds a cutting Loetta. Loetta pump fakes. Working to her left. Fadeaway jumper off one leg. It's good. She is so tough inside, especially for a point guard. Just like that, Eastern has the lead 16-15. Picton right side. Johnson's going to clear out. Up comes Mara Dykstra. Dykstra gets the catch out top. She's going to bounce it to her left. Hall looking at the back door. Now she's going to cut up, get the hand off, take the 3. Left wing off the rim. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Martin. Or no, it's Lawrence in transition. Lawrence looking to drive it, loses it for a second. Egan staying with her, and now we have a foul. And the way this game is being officiated has drastically changed in the second quarter from how it was in the first quarter. Lamardo and Jansen in the game. Taken out from the near sideline, Loetta into Knowles. Knowles out top, hands it off to Loetta, looking to get downhill. Jansen switches off. Loetta. Little in and out dribble to her left, kicks it over to Pettis. Pettis open 3 left wing, she knocks it down. Picton up the far side of the floor for Montana State. They trail by 4, 19-15. Right side. On the wing now, Hall. Hall, jab steps, now gets her dribble going to her right. Loses it for a second, gets it back, swings over to Picton. Picton goes to Lamardo in the high post, she turns faces. Lamardo crosses over, guarded by Loetta, kicks it back over to Picton. 5 on the shot clock. Picton with 4, now 3. Picton's got to get something up, puts up a runner, it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Eastern Washington. Martin gets it up to Loetta. Loetta stopped by Taylor Jansen. Bobcats got to be ready to help here. Left side, Jadia Martin. Over to the wing, Pettis. Pettis gets it into Knowles on the lob pass layup. Up and good. Timeout, Coach Binford. 4:48 to go in the second quarter. It won't be a media timeout, just a 30-second timeout. We already did the second quarter media, so we'll keep it right here. Know what's below. Tap, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana811.org. Also, join Champs New Kids Club presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $40 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/Champs Kids Club. Bobcats need your sport to go for the win. Donate to the Bobcat Club's 3 to Win campaign to reach our $3 million goal supporting student athletes. Alrighty, well, it's all Eastern Washington right now. They lead 21-15, and this game completely changed at the last media timeout. Madison Hall hit a shot. They blew the play dead after the bucket, and the Bobcats were up 15-12. They go to the replay monitor, call a media timeout. After that, Bobcats come out. Madison Hall goes to the free throw line, misses both free throws. The Bobcats then turn the ball over on the ensuing possession, turn it over again, and just like that, it's a 9-0 run for Eastern Washington, and Montana State trails by 6. Near side out of the timeout, Taylor Jansen looking inside to Dykstra. Dykstra spins left, helped out by Pettis, and they call it travel. Dykstra's getting hammered on the arms, and it's a travel. Up the near side, Jamie Loetta, 21-15. Bobcats trailing by 6. Picton pokes it out of the hands of Loetta. Loetta from the ground, volleyball sets it up to Buckley. Now Alexander on the drive, pull-up jumper over Hall, no good, short. Rebound pulled down by Jansen. Jansen gets it over to Lamardo on the outlet. Lamardo will work it up the far side of the floor. Bobcats need a bucket. Inside, Dykstra. Dykstra working out to the top now to Picton. Picton will slow things down, get a screen from Dykstra, work to the left wing. Picton finds a cutting Dykstra. She puts it up left hand, can't get the roll. Rebound pulled down by Eastern Washington. Near side, Buckley in transition, pull up mid-range J over Lamardo. It's nothing but net. 8-point lead for Eastern Washington. The far side of the floor. Picton swings it over to Dykstra. Now Lamardo right wing. Lamardo on the bounce. Pivots, kicks it back out to Jansen. Jansen to Picton, left side. Eastern leading by 8, 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Bobcats got to do something to get momentum back on their side. Hall steps into a 3, right wing on the way off the rim, it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Loetta. Up the floor, Loetta calls out the play, slowly dribbles it across the timeline. Picton guarding her. Behind the back, she goes to her left and throws it straight out of bounds. Bobcats defense forced another turnover, and things going south for the Bobcats on offense. They're shooting 26.9% from the field, 16.7% from 3. That may work against Northern Colorado. It will not work against Eastern Washington. Out top, Picton. Swings it over to Dykstra. Dykstra fakes the hand off to Picton. One-on-one with Knowles, skips it over to the right corner, Jansen. Jansen, no field goal attempts so far in this game. Dykstra crosses over, kicks it out. Bunyan pump fakes from 3, steps into a one-legged floater. It's no good. Bunyan gets her own rebound, pump fakes, back up with it, layup, no good. Rebound pulled down by Bonai. Bunyan knocks it loose into the hands of Jansen. Jansen to Picton, 3 from Picton off the rim. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Buckley. Bonai will take it up the floor for Eastern Washington. Buckley near side, guarded by Bunyan. She spins back to her left, driving downhill, pull up, little run off the glass and good, and the Bobcats trail by 10. Izzy Bunyan calling out the play and working up the floor. It's over to KJ on the right wing. Dykstra sets a screen. Lamardo working to their left, gets it over to Jansen. Jansen can't find Dykstra in the high-low. She swings it back to Picton. Now high post left side, Dykstra. Crossover Picton, and she travels. (25-15). Since that media timeout, Eastern Washington on a 13-0 run. And it's all going downhill for the Bobcats offensively. Scoring drought of 5.5 minutes right now. Again, it was 15-12 when they went to the monitor to review that intentional foul. The Bobcats missed both free throws, and since then, Eastern has taken all the momentum. Left side, Loetta, guarded by Egan, swings it over to Buckley. Now far side, Alexander. Looks like the Bobcats have fallen into maybe a zone. Loetta on the drive, guarded by Egan. Stops at the mid-post, 10 on the shot clock, kicks it out, Bonai. Bonai, back to Loetta. Loetta thinking about the three, trying to get it inside. Swings over to Knowles, now into Alexander, and it's turned over. Heck of a defensive possession by Montana State. So Eastern, 15-0 run over the last 5 minutes. The Bobcats scoring drought has spanned up to 6 minutes now, and Montana State 0 for their last 7 from the field. Across the floor, Izzy Bunyan. Swings it over to Jansen. Back to Bunyan. Left side now. Lamardo cutting. Can't find her. Bunyan now swings over to Dykstra. Dykstra, skip pass to the left corner. Here's a drive from Egan. Egan, jump stops, gets it out to KJ7 on the shot clock. KJ drives right side, scoop shot, and draws the foul. And what's a great way to end the scoring drought? Go to the free throw line, and please make the free throws. Lamardo stepping up for 2. Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza. Bridger Brewing cheers to every adventure being better than the last. Lamardo at the line. Pause on the floor. Think for substitutions maybe. Serving all your garage door needs, Door Tech is raising the door on quality. First free throw up is good. KJ will shoot one more. Second one on the way, and it's good. 25-17, Bobcats trail by 8. Finally snap their 6-minute scoring drought. And now Eastern's run is 13-2 over the last 6:02. And it's just so important when you break the game down quarter by quarter. These runs are so crucial. And for Eastern to be outscoring Montana State 15-6 right now in the second quarter is just really tough for the Bobcats. Left side, Alexander. Ball is bobbled. Bunyan guarding her. Alexander has it back now. Up top, Martin out towards half court, swings it over to Lawrence. Lawrence working to the corner, picks up a dribble, swings it over to Buckley. Buckley jab steps, takes the contested 3 and knocks it down. I tell you what, Jacinta Buckley, she is built for these moments. She knocks down a huge shot there for Eastern Washington. She now has 9 points on 4 for 4 shooting. 18 seconds to go in the half. Bobcats trail by 11. No play for last shot here. Jansen gets it over to Lamardo, right wing, 10 seconds on the clock. Lamardo loses it, it's bobbled, knocked loose by Alexander and stolen away. 6 seconds to go in the half. Martin pushing up the floor, finds Lawrence. Lawrence runs over Lamardo, and we got a charge with 1.5 seconds left. Hard fall there for KJ. She's back up though. Bobcats with a chance to make this a single-digit deficit heading into half if they can get something clean here with 1.5 seconds to go. They're going to wipe off the floor. Jacinta Buckley has taken over the second quarter of this ball game. Montana State's defense has not been able to hold as strong as the offense went through a scoring drought. Eastern catching fire. Jansen inbounding from the near sideline. She gets it across to Izzy Bunyan. Bunyan, half-court shot at the buzzer, way short, and that'll do it with 1 half in the books. Eastern Washington outscores Montana State 18-6 in the second quarter. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the Blue Cross Blue Shield Montana halftime show. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball from Learfield.
Everybody in your crew identifies as either Big Mac Burger, McNuggets, or McCrispy Sandwich. But you're the Filet-O-Fish Sandwich all day. That crispy fish, that savory tartar sauce, that melty cheese, that pillowy bun. Yeah, you get it. Every time.
Now, BOGO for $1 has your crew covered with Big Mac, Chicken McNuggets, and Filet-O-Fish. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for items equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Montana Fence, located in Billings, Bozeman, Great Falls, and Kalispell, is Montana's largest fencing superstore. Get everything you need for your fencing projects at rock bottom pricing. Low prices on all styles of farm fence, chain link, vinyl privacy, ornamental iron, cedar pickets, continuous panels, wood privacy. We have it all. Quality materials at truckload prices. Let the experts at Montana Fence help you plan your next project. Whether you use our team or do it yourself, check out Montana Fence.
Like most Montana parents, I disapprove of teens using marijuana.
ParentingMontana.org has information for me to learn about Montana's marijuana laws.
For example, it's illegal for someone under the age of 21 to possess or consume marijuana unless they are a medical marijuana card holder.
I also use ParentingMontana.org to establish our family's rules about marijuana and help my teen manage peer pressure.
ParentingMontana.org, tools for your child's success.
Brought to you by SAMHSA and Montana DPHHS.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Go Cats!
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State Athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, local banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats!
Back from the break, Daniel Salle bringing you the Blue Cross Blue Shield Montana halftime show. 28-17, Eastern Washington up by 11 with 2 quarters in the books. And the biggest story of the first half, 18-6, Eastern outscores Montana State in the second quarter. And what happened was, shot went up, Madison Hall hit a bucket. It was the first bucket for Montana State second bucket for Montana State in the second quarter. It put them up 15-12. So Jack hits a jumper from the right side, puts the Bobcats up 15-12. There was about 7:48, I think, remaining in the second quarter, and stoppage, media timeout, because they want to go to the monitor and look at a potential intentional foul on the rebound. And here's where you think, all right, they call an intentional foul on Jamie Loetta. It's got to be a great time for the Bobcats to get the momentum. They just scored a bucket to go up 3. They get 2 shots. They get the ball. They can really stretch this thing. Well, they go out there, and Jack goes to the free throw line, and she has been nails in these situations before this season. So no problem with Jack going to the free throw line in that scenario. But she goes up there and for whatever reason misses both free throws, and you live with that. But then after that, chaos ensued. A turnover on the first possession by Montana State, then another turnover on the second possession by Montana State right out of that, and buckets on both ends by Eastern Washington. And all of a sudden, Eastern's off to the races, going on a 13-0 run to go up 25-12. Bobcats got, or 25-15, excuse me. Bobcats got another bucket, but so did Eastern, and now it was a 3 from Jacinta Buckley, 28-17. Montana State trailing by 11 points at halftime, and Montana State in the second quarter, 2 for 14 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3. Eastern Washington in the second quarter, 8 for 9 from the field. That's the difference here. You look up and down the ball game, and a lot of stats are pretty even. MSU's got more points than Eastern, 15-8 from turnovers. Eastern's got 4 more points in the paint than Montana State does. Both have 2 second chance points, 5 fast break points for Montana State to 0 from Eastern Washington. But then you look at the field goal percentages in that second quarter, that's the biggest difference there. And Montana State's got to figure out in the second half what's going to get them clean shots, because they're not finding those. And Eastern is a good team defensively, but this is also a team that we've scored on before and beaten and taken down to the wire the second time. So this matchup is too even for it to be a double-digit score at halftime, and I think the Bobcats are going to be able to come out and get some things in check and really put together a strong second half. And whether they're coming back to win or what, I think this game's going to end in a closer score, closer deficit than we're seeing at halftime. 28-17 the score right now. Eastern Washington leading by 11 over Montana State following a 13-0 run and a quarter in which they outscored the Bobcats 18-6 here in Boise. I'm looking at some stats overall from the half. Montana State 7 of 30 from the field, 1 of 8 from the three, the 1-3 coming from Madison Hall, and the Bobcats only 2 for 5 at the free throw line. Leading the way with 7 points is Madison Hall. Picton's got 4, Dykstra's got 2, and Lamardo's got 2. Egan's also got 2 off the bench. Had a tough finish in transition. Couple things. You're going to need more out of Mara Dykstra and Caitlin Lamardo for starters. And secondly, Taylor Jansen, 0 for 0 from the field in 15 minutes. They're going to have to find her some shots in the second half. She is too important of a piece scoring the basketball and being involved in this offense for Montana State. Again, trailing by 11, 28-17. Leading scorer for Eastern Washington is Jacinta Buckley with 9 points on a perfect 4 for 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. Lawrence 2 for 5 from the field, and she's got 6 points right behind her. And Alexis Pettis off the bench, she's got 5. The Bobcats again with 1 3-pointer, sponsored by Wendy's, of course, and 2 assists on 7 made baskets. Those assists sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout. When we come back, more halftime coverage here from Boise on the Blue Cross Blue Shield Montana halftime show as the Bobcats trail Eastern Washington 28-17. Daniel Salle here, First Interstate Bank broadcast edition. This is Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union Building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
I wanted to put up a fence to protect my tomato plants. So I grabbed this, and then I did this. But instead of yielding a big crop, I hit a utility line and had to pay $1,200 in repairs. I didn't just lose my pride and joy, I could no longer afford the new stovetop I'd been saving up for. Next time, I'm going to make my free call to 811 before I dig.
Learn from Curry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Back from break, Daniel Salle here bringing you the Blue Cross Blue Shield Montana halftime show. And right now after the break, 28-17, Montana State trails Eastern Washington. Now joining me is the associate head coach of the Bobcats, Sonny Smallwood. And Sonny, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. And I can hear you. That's
okay, good.
Okay, two things that are very important here to this whole program. But let's go ahead and look at the first half. I mean, obviously, the second quarter is what sticks out on the stat sheet. And you look at the whole picture. We force 14 turnovers, we force 11 turnovers and get up 30 shots. They get up 19 shots. But they were just so efficient in the second quarter. What were you seeing on the defensive end?
Yeah, I think, first of all, there's a couple things. They slowed down. You know, they started kind of taking advantage. One thing a great team's going to do is take advantage of every little mistake you made. Yes. Like, for instance, we're a ball pressure team. If you're not close enough to touch the ball, a kid like Buckley's going to knock it down in your face like she did. You know, a kid like Howell, okay, she's going to make the move. She's going to find the kick out, and they're going to, be ready shooters out there. So I think that, and then secondly, think about the back doors that they hit on us. Goodness. But that's good basketball. Kudos to them. So yeah, on the defensive end. Otherwise, if we just stay attack-minded, especially going to the boards. Right now, we actually have 11 more possessions than they do offensively because of our defense.
Unreal.
Yes. So we just need to make sure we continue to convert. We've got 15 points off their turnovers, and we got to continue to convert on that and push that transition, as well as making sure that we slow up offensively too.
Yeah, offensively, we struggled yesterday, obviously, and it looked like out of the gate we were going to get into a really nice rhythm, but in the second quarter, we ended up going 2 for 14. We finished the first half turning the ball over 14 times. I mean, what are some things that you're seeing on that end of the floor for that we need to get in order heading into the second half?
Yeah, I think, first of all, just remembering the scouting report that anytime the ball goes in the paint, like a post touch, whether it's to your post players or your jacks or your KJs, they're going to swarm that.
Yep.
So knowing that as you catch it, you've got to check and know that the front side's going to be covered. It's probably going to be that backside riser that's open. And then you either play out of that as a ready shooter or maybe even look to go back in. So that inside, kick it back out, maybe drive a closeout, but understand what they're doing and just be patient and composed.
Well, Sonny, I know we're facing a bit of a hurdle right now, but we've seen a lot of those this season. Let's go get them in the second half.
Let's do it, Daniel.
All right,
thanks.
Sonny Smallwood joining us on the halftime show, sponsored by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Montana, 28-17. The Bobcats trailing by 11 against the top-seeded Eastern Washington, fighting for their lives in the second half. We'll have more action when we come back. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape for pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
For all you've been through lately, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana wants to make sure you are covered in care. From preventive cancer screenings to proper control of diabetes, high blood pressure and behavioral health management, to prenatal care and child immunizations, Blue Cross and Blue Shield is by your side, reminding you preventive care is imperative care. Stay on top of your health at bcbsmt.com. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. Through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
All right, team, bring it in. We have 5 minutes left on the clock. We got to show them what we're made of.
Woohoo, yeah!
We need to focus. Every save counts, especially when it comes to fill-ups at Conoco.
What? Coach?
We're going to go back out there and save money when we fill up with the Fuel Forward app. So anytime from this day forward, whenever we're at Conoco, we're going to use that app. Bring it in. Conoco on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Conoco!
Let's go, Cats. Download the Fuel Forward app and save with every fill-up at Conoco. Proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle bringing you second half action from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 28-17. Eastern Washington in the lead over Montana State with 2 quarters in the books and a trip to the Big Sky Conference Championship game on the line. The Bobcats facing an uphill battle, but they got 20 minutes to figure this thing out and come back and win this thing and punch their ticket to the championship game. Up the floor, Natalie Picton, far side, working up top to Dykstra. Dykstra hands back to Picton. Picton to her right, dumps it into Dykstra. Dykstra in traffic, goes up with it. A lot of contact. She'll kick it back out to Picton. Picton on the drive, finger roll, left side, no good. Rebound pulled down by Eastern Washington's Buckley. It's a good look for Picton, but like a lot of the shots we've seen so far this game for Montana State, does not fall. Out top, Knowles swinging it left wing with it, Loetta. To Knowles, looking inside, and Hall helps over from center field, pokes it loose and gets the steal. With it is Lamardo going the other way, right to left. 9:18 to go in the third. Lamardo, crossover, driving downhill, kicks it out to Dykstra. Dykstra, working up to the top, Picton. Now left wing, Lamardo. Back out to Dykstra. 13 on the shot clock inside. Lamardo's got a clean look off the window, it's good. 2 points for Caitlin Lamardo. The Bobcats are within 9. 28-19 the score, 8:54 to go in the third. Buckley near side, works it over to Knowles. Knowles out top. Works it over to Alexander, drives on Dykstra. Lamardo helps off, she picks up her dribble, dumps it down to Buckley. Buckley up in traffic, off the glass, and one. .840 to go in the third. Oh, they're going to say it was on the floor. Interesting. I mean, I strongly disagree, but I'll take it. Inbounding will be Loetta. She throws it long, wide open from the top. Lawrence takes the three off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Dykstra. Dykstra throws the outlet far side to Lamardo. Lamardo will push the floor. Lamardo kicks it out to Hall, right corner. Back inside, Jansen. She'll go to work with Knowles on her. Loetta helps off, skip pass, left wing. Lamardo extra pass to Hall. Hall working baseline. Now towards the middle, gets it inside to Jansen. Back to Hall on the Laker cut. Runner up, no good, short. Rebound pulled down by Hall. Picton drives the lane, dumps it off. Jansen open lane, off the window, it's good. Heck of a find by Natalie Picton. Bobcats trail by 7, 28-21. The assist by Picton brought to you by Aware Mental Health Services. Left wing, Loetta guarded by Jansen. Loetta crosses downhill to her right, cut off, kicks it out. Buckley, three up over Picton. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Lamardo. Lamardo in some trouble. Now she gets out of traffic off the dribble. She's going to push it up the floor for the Bobcats. Lamardo dumps it in, looking for Dykstra. It's turned over. Great opportunity in transition there by Montana State, but can't come up with two. Martin will take it out from the baseline. 28-21 the score. Bobcats only down by 7. In striking distance right now. But, we got an entry pass off a backdoor. Hits Lamardo in the foot. Kick ball. Eastern will get it. 24 on the shot clock for them. 7:35 to go in the third. They'll take it out from the baseline. Inside, Alexander. Spin into her right, takes Dykstra off the bounce, spins back to her left, fadeaway, mid-range, no good. Rebound pulled down by Lamardo. Lamardo will back it out of traffic and work it up the floor for Montana State. Left side, KJ's got it, works it up to Picton. Picton, back to Lamardo left side. You get it up top to Dykstra, back to Picton. Inside they go to Lamardo on the post-up. Lamardo going to work, spins to right, puts it up off the glass, can't get the roll. Loetta working out of traffic. Gets it up the floor, across half court. Loetta guarded by Jansen. Skip pass left wing. Alexander puts up the three. It's good. Picton got shoved to the ground in the lane line, but they also missed a foul on KJ in transition. Par for the course today, 31-21 Eastern in the lead. Up top, Dykstra. Gets it out to Jansen off the fade screen. Left corner, three, you betcha. Taylor Jansen gets it right back to 7. Clean look for Taylor. Her second shot of the ball game is knocked down from the land of 3. That's another Bobcat 3 sponsored by Wendy's. Buckley out top. Loetta now. Working to her left. Gets around Picton, puts it up in the lane, off the rim, no good, but Bobcats caught ball watching, nobody boxing out, easy O board for Eastern. Alexander drives, it's blocked by Lamardo. Lamardo comes up with the rebound, she's pushing in transition. Lamardo, no look past to Hall, Hall up in traffic, and no call on the foul. Blocked out of bounds. Man. A lot of contact on the arm there. And the Bobcats instead will inbound it from the baseline. Out to the right side, Ella Johnson, who just checked in. She passes off to Lamardo. Now down low, Jansen going to work. Kicks it out, Bunyan. Extra pass, Ella Johnson. Left corner, 3 on the way. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound, Millie Knowles. Knowles pushing up the floor for Eastern Washington. Guarded by Picton. Working to her right. Gets around her, hands it off to Martin. Martin. Switched on to Picton. She's working in. Picton knocks it loose. We got a chase for the ball on the ground. Loetta comes up with it with 15 on the shot clock. Picton guarding the ball. Loetta drives, and the pass outside, and a foul called on Ella Johnson. That's unbelievable, man. Eastern will take it out from the baseline. Just not a lot there. Loetta inbounding baseline, gets it to Knowles in the corner, left side. 5.5 minutes to play in the third, 31-24. Bobcats trailing by 7. Martin on the drive, pushes off Taylor Jansen, skip pass right wing, open 3 for Loetta on the way. She buries it. (34-24), 10-point Eastern lead. Far side, Bunyan works it to the high post. Jansen turns, thought about shooting, instead passes off to Egan. Now Egan's going to drive right side, give it off to Lamardo. Lamardo cutting, kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson bounces, gives it out to Lamardo, left corner. Lamardo driving down the lane, kicks out Egan, 3, right side off the rim. That's no good. Rebound Bunyan. Bunyan out to Lamardo. She's got an open look on the way. Off the rim, that's no good. Jansen gets the rebound. She shoved, nothing called again. She'll get it back out to Bunyan. Bunyan, right side. Swings it over to Jansen, 12 on the shot clock. Left corner, Lamardo, 3 on the way, blocked out of bounds by Loetta. The Bobcats will keep it with 8 on the shot clock. And we got a media timeout, 4.5 minutes to go in the third, 34-24. Bobcats trailing by 10. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
It's time for a wellness tip from SCL Health, now Intermountain Health, an official health partner of the Bobcats. Do you ever feel winded after attending a Bobcats game? Here's something you might not know. Of course you do. You're a true blue and gold Bobcat fan. You sing the fight song at the top of your lungs. Stand up and cheer. Cheer long and loud for dear Montana State. That being said, keep those lungs healthy. The Bobcats need your energy. Learn more at intermountainhealth.org.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle, and a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
When your day one proves they're a real one by showing up with McDonald's breakfast before you even get out of bed. The friends don't let friends skip breakfast deal.
Real friends also understand if you eat their hash browns before you even drive back. It's buy one, get one for $1 at McDonald's with 5 options to mix and match. Sausage McMuffin, burrito, McGriddles, biscuit, or hash browns. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
34-24 the score as Eastern Washington leads Montana State in the semifinals here at the Big Sky Tournament. First Interstate Bank broadcast edition, Daniel Salle bringing you this action as two teams in Eastern and Montana State try to punch their ticket to the championship game. And right now, Eastern Washington just a machine offensively in this ball game. And it started with their second quarter where they shot 8 for 9 from the field. And since then, they've been able to hit big shot after big shot. Again, 4:32 to go in the third. 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Bobcats. Bunyan inbounding it. She's going to throw it long up for Lamardo. Into the left wing, Egan. Egan's going to drive in, kick it out. Jansen, 3 right wing is blocked, and short rebound pulled down by Buckley. Buckley working it out to the perimeter. Loetta has it. Lamardo's going to cut her off in transition. Loetta, guarded by KJ, swings over to Pettis. Her 3 is up over Bunyan. Long, no good. Out of bounds. Last touch by Eastern. Bobcats will get it back. Clutch stop there by Montana State. 34-24. NAU is in the lead. Or not NAU, Eastern Washington. NAU plays next against Montana, which I was getting to next, but that'll be at 2:30 for the other semifinal game here in the women's bracket. Up top, Taylor Jansen. Inside of the post-up, Lamardo goes up in traffic. Off the glass, it's good. 34-26, Bobcats trail by 8. Nice bucket there by KJ off the post-up. Loetta, left side. Hands it off, or gets the handoff back from Buckley. Step back 3 from Loetta up over Jansen. No good rebound, Egan. Heck of a job fighting for that one by Malia. Here comes Bunyan up the far side of the floor. Bunyan crosses it back. Now enters it to the post. Jansen, short corner, left side, works it back up top to Johnson. Extra pass, Lamardo, left wing. Jansen cuts inside, and she's fouled by Loetta as Lamardo throws the lob pass into her. First foul called on Eastern in the third quarter, of course. Dykstra and Hall checking back in. Knowles and Alexander back in as well for Eastern Washington. And Bunyan will be the one inbounding from the baseline. Bunyan gets to Hall, left side, short corner. Hall taking her time. Now posting up. They help off on her. She dumps down to Johnson. Johnson goes up in traffic and draws the foul. Well, Hall got fouled. They didn't call it, but when Ella got fouled, they did. So it's good. It's a shooting foul, and Ella will head to the line for 2 shots. Not only is dairy delicious, but it also promotes health as well. Just 3 servings of dairy a day improves overall wellness and may reduce the risk of developing chronic diseases. It's quick, convenient, and economic way to make sure you are staying strong and healthy on and off the court. First free throw from Johnson was no good. Here's her second. Also no good off the back rim. Rebound pulled down by Jadia Martin. Martin cut off by Egan in the backcourt. She'll throw it out to Loetta. Loetta working to the right side, guarded by Egan. She hands it off to Lawrence. Now left side, Alexander. Alexander looking to drive, gets around Egan, but now cut off. Crossover back to her left, gets by Egan, puts up a finger roll off the glass. It's good. And nobody there to help off on the drive that time. The Bobcats now trail again by 10, 2:43 to go in the third. Right wing, Bunyan. Fakes the handoff to Hall, drives baseline, skips it over left wing. Johnson, extra pass. Egan, corner 3, left side off the rim. It's no good. Rebound deflected by Dykstra, and now we got a foul called. Eastern will get the ball back. Lamardo checking in for Egan. 2:33 to go in the third quarter. Loetta taking it up the floor, left to right, far side. Up top, Knowles. Hands off to Loetta. Now a switch on the screen going to her right. Dykstra guarding Loetta. She drives into the left, kicks it out left side corner. Alexander pump fakes, goes up in the lane over Bunyan, and a foul called. 2 free throws coming up for Aaliyah Alexander. At First Interstate Bank, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you, member FDIC. And serving all your garage door needs, DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Here's Aaliyah Alexander at the line for her first free throw. 36-26, Eastern in the lead by 10. Couple bounces. First one up, and it's good. Alexander will shoot one more. Before that, Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. At the line again. Alexander's free throws up, and it's in and out. No good. Rebound, Ella Johnson. She'll get the outlet over to Lamardo. 2-on-2 in transition. Lamardo gets it into Hall. Passes a little bit rushed. Skips up on Hall like she's playing third base on a one hop, and it's knocked out of bounds. Turnover, Montana State. Eastern will get it back going the other way. Up the floor, Loetta. Right side, Buckley. Looking to get into the post to Alexander. Instead, Lawrence gets it baseline, drives, throws it. It's kicked off the foot of Lamardo into the hands of our friend Chuck Wyman to my left. And he's going to give it back to the officials. Shot clock will reset to 20 seconds. Minute 53 to go here in the third. Loetta will take it out from the baseline. Looking to get it inside. Instead, they go out to the right corner. Aaliyah Alexander will back it out. Get a screen from Knowles. She drives downhill. Lamardo helps off. Alexander keeps it. Gets it out to Lawrence. Lawrence runs by Picton. Spins back to her left and travels. Taylor Jansen will take it out from the baseline. Up the floor, Natalie Picton going right to left. Picton gets a screen from Dykstra. Working downhill, finds a rolling Dykstra. Dykstra up in traffic and draws the foul. 2 free throws coming up for Mara. Bobcats trailing by 11. Get it to single digits going into the fourth. See what can happen. If they can go on a little run here, that would be great. Mara's going to step up to the line. This game is brought to you by the Montana State Fund, covering Montana's workers with workers' comp and safety know-how. Workplace safety, you're naked without it. More at safemt.com. First free throw up and good for Dykstra. She'll shoot one more. Couple bounces. Here comes the second. Front rim, no good. Rebound, Alexander. Alexander gets the outlet near side to Loetta. Loetta will push up the court for Eastern. Loetta to the left elbow. Lamardo helps off. Now she'll back it out. She's guarded by Dykstra. Loetta hands it off to Alexander. Now she skips it over to Lawrence to Buckley, right wing. Pass back to the left side. Loetta has it again. 9 on the shot clock. Lawrence to the high post. Knowles turns into a jumper. Short, no good. It's going to go out of bounds. Lamardo went to grab it but decided to back off. Air ball out of bounds. The Bobcats get it back. Trailing by 10, 37-27. Up the floor, Natalie Picton. To the right side, she's going to cut inside, and she got fouled. That's a trip, and it doesn't get called. Now Eastern's got a 5-on-4. Loetta will back it out. Unbelievable, man. This third quarter has been interesting, to say the least. Loetta backing out. KJ's going to give her too much space. She pulls the three. It's up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Madison Hall. Hall in transition. Going to drive downhill to her left, spin back to her right, put up a fadeaway. It's blocked by Lawrence. Lawrence picks it up near half court. Loetta will get the catch, and Hall will pick her up in the half court. 18 seconds on the clock. Shot clock turned off here in the third. 12 seconds now. Bobcats going to zone. Knowles gets a wide open catch. Short corner jumper, no good. Dykstra with 5 seconds. She's got to push it up the floor. Dykstra going to take one from half court. It's up, and it's no good. I know Mara can hit those. I see it in shoot-around almost every day. 37-27, however. Bobcats trailing by 10, heading into the fourth. We'll go ahead and take a break and have fourth quarter action. Coming up next, you're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
The snow is falling and temps are dropping, Bobcat fans, so it's the perfect time to cozy up with heartwarming soups and comfort food. Elevate your kitchen game and create magic tonight with La Cuisine's premium cookware. Don't forget the secret ingredient, a new top-selling cookbook. Attend a cooking class and you'll learn how to make every meal a slam dunk. La Cuisine is Bozeman's boutique kitchen store, and we can help you create the perfect table with our curated Montana-made and European dining treasures. Discover the ideal blend of style and functionality at La Cuisine, 2405 West Main.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Working from home has definitely put home projects into overdrive. New landscaping, gardens, patios, and fences. But if you're digging, you're contacting 811. Utility lines, including Northwestern Energy's, can be buried even just a few inches underground, and hitting one can be dangerous. The best way to keep you, the community, and your contractor crew safe is by having lines properly marked. Make your request online at least 2 full business days before you want to dig at call811.com.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here, First Interstate Bank broadcast edition. Bobcats trailing 37-27 with 1 quarter remaining here in the semifinal round of the Big Sky Conference Tournament. As we get ready to resume with the 4th quarter, at Montana's Rib and Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steak, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you. Eastern will start with the arrow going left to right across your radio dial. Martin inbounds it and working up the near side now. It's Jamie Loetta, guarded by Picton. Working downhill, she gets by her, dumps it off to Buckley. Buckley runs into Picton, layup up off the glass and good. Easy bucket for Jacinta Buckley, and just like that, Eastern's up by 12. Picton working to her right. Now back to her left. Looking to get the ball to Jansen, but Pettis is all over her defensively. Now she gets the haul, and it's knocked into the backcourt. That's going to be an over and back on Montana State. And you give credit where credit's due. Alexis Pettis right there just hounding the ball. Fantastic job pressuring Natalie Picton, and the Bobcats just could not get into their set. Loetta up top, guarded by Picton, pushes her off, no call. She drives down the left side, gets it out to Buckley. Buckley, 3, left wing on the way, off the rim. That's no good. O-board, Jaleesa Lawrence. She puts it back up. That's blocked by Dykstra. Another O-board by Lawrence. She throws it back in. Buckley tips it out to Loetta. Loetta finds a cutting Lawrence. Open lay-in off the glass. It's good. Coach Binford wants a timeout. That's going to be immediate timeout, 41-27. Bobcats trailing by 14. 9:03 to go here in the 4th. And Coach Binford going to mull things over as the season in doubt right now in these final 9 minutes. The Bobcats got to come back here. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
for every adventure and every mishap. Bozeman Health provides expert, personalized care to each person, going well beyond traditional health care. We're your partner in health and well-being, working together for your day-to-day and the decades to come. With care sites in Belgrade, Big Sky, and Bozeman, and with the only hospitals in the Gallatin Valley, Bozeman Health keeps your care close to home. Find a Bozeman Health provider today at bozemanhealth.org.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
First West Insurance, a Montana-born company, has been helping friends and neighbors protect what they love most since 1972. From home and businesses to farm and ranch to life and health insurance, our team is dedicated to finding solutions that work for you. We believe in creating relationships as deep as our Montana roots. First West, your local insurance agency.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success. Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Back from the timeout, Daniel Salle here, 9:03 to go in the fourth quarter, 41-27. Eastern Washington starts off the fourth quarter on a 4-0 run and leads Montana State with 9:03 to play. Daniel Salle here bringing you the action from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. And looks like Eastern's going to put on a full court press out of the timeout as Taylor Jansen will take it out from the baseline. And she throws it to Lamardo, wide right, off the hands, and out of bounds turnover by the Bobcats. Loetta will take it out from the far sideline, right in front of the Eastern bench. A little different routine today, sitting opposite the Bobcat bench, usually right next to it. Far side Pettis, tough move getting downhill, picks up her dribble, swings it out to Loetta. Loetta, skip pass back to Pettis, left wing, she pump fakes, gets around Picton, dumps it off to Buckley. Buckley crossing over, works it out to Martin. Martin crosses over to her right, drives downhill, floater in the lane, off the rim, no good. Rebound Dykstra. They're all over her. She'll get it out to Picton. Picton, far side. Gets a screen. Left wing Jansen. Back up top to Dykstra. To the left side, she fakes the pass. Gets it into Jansen again, short corner. Back up top, Hall picks the three, left side. Oh, it's in and out, no good. Tough day shooting the ball for Montana State again. They are now 2 for 17 from three. Left wing, Loetta driving downhill, kicks it out. Lawrence off the bounce, gets it out to Martin. Left wing three, Martin on the way. That's off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jansen. She'll throw it out to Picton. Picton pushing ahead. She's going to drive, kick it out, right wing, Lamardo. She drives, has the ball knocked out by Martin, and it's out of bounds. Bunyan in the game. Picton will get a rest. Jansen gets it back to Lamardo. Now up top, Dykstra. Back to the left wing. Madison Hall with it. Swivel step. Nothing doing. Gets it into Dykstra now. Dykstra skips it out far side Bunyan. Bunyan off the pump fake. Crosses over, step back three from the top off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Eastern. Loetta will slow it down up the floor. And Bobcats scoreless in this fourth quarter. They had 17 points in the first half, just 10 in the third quarter. And continuing to look for a chance to break out of their shell, and it's just not happening as Loetta gets a three from the right wing and just buries it. 17-point lead for Eastern Washington. Things are slipping away from Montana State as Jansen sets the screen. Bunyan working to her left. Gets into the high post. Dykstra right side, puts it up, and is fouled by Buckley. 2 free throws coming from Mara Dykstra. Dykstra gets ready to shoot. Rocky Mountain Credit Union has been supporting Bobcat wins for over 75 years and counting. By members' choice, this financial institution is not federally insured. Each account is insured up to $250,000. Here's Dykstra at the line. On the season, Mara, 75.8% from the free throw line. Her first one is up and good. In today's game, she was 1 for 2 coming into this appearance. Here's her second, and that's no good. So now she's an even 2 for 4, 50%. And Eastern will get it back. They lead 44-28. Montana State's struggling to shoot free throws right now. They're 4 for 11 from the charity stripe. Left side, Bonai driving downhill. Kicks out, it's deflected by Bunyan, but into the hands of Loetta. Loetta looking to drive. Crosses over to her left, kicks it back out. Bonai back to Loetta. Corner three, left side of the backboard. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Dykstra. Dykstra in transition, kicks it out. Left corner, Egan takes the three. Oh, it's in and out. Just rattled down and out. My goodness. The Bobcats now 2 of 18 from 3. What do they got to do? On the drive, right side, Loetta loses it. It's knocked loose by Dykstra and stolen away by Bunyan. Bobcats have numbers 5-on-4. Egan going to drive the lane, and in pockets picked by Knowles, stolen away by the Eagles. Getting it near side is Alexander, and she'll take it up the floor. Alexander, guarded by Egan, looking to go right, gets by her, drives by Bunyan, kicks out to the far corner, and we have a foul called on the floor. And we got a media timeout. It looks like no, we do not. Never mind. That's not going to come until under 5 minutes. 5:49 to go right now. 44-28 the score. Eastern lead, and Jacinta Buckley cuts right down Main Street on the baseline play. Gets a wide open layup, but misses it. A rare miss for Jacinta Buckley. Right side, Egan. Hands it off to Bunyan. Bunyan swings it over to Hall, left wing. Hall drives into traffic, little step-through move, puts up a runner, and draws the foul. 2 free throws coming for Madison Hall. She's 0 for 2 from the line on the day. Those 2 coming after the intentional foul in the second quarter before Eastern ripped off a huge run. 44-28 the score. Eastern leading Montana State, the number 1 seeded Eagles, looking to punch their ticket to the Big Sky Conference Championship game. Bobcats right now fighting for their postseason life as Hall's first free throw is up and no good. Yak will shoot one more. Before she does that, Town Pump is a proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild rivalry series between Montana State University and the University of Montana. It's all sports, all season long. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions at your local Town Pump. All righty, Jack makes the second. And now the Bobcats trail 44-29, a 15-point deficit with 5.5 minutes to go as they put on a press, and Picton forces a steal. She'll back it out. They're trying to trap Picton now. She'll skip it over right side to Bunyan. Bunyan gets a screen. She's going to work downhill to her left and kick it out to Picton. Picton, 3, left side. It's good. Very timely response by Natalie Picton as she knocks it down, and a timeout is called by Eastern Washington. Not so fast, my friends. 5:09 to go in this ballgame. 44-32. The Bobcats trail by 12. Media timeout called on the floor, so we'll go ahead and take it. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Right down the road, pump it up. Oh, yeah.
The snow is falling and temps are dropping, Bobcat fans, so it's the perfect time to cozy up with heartwarming soups and comfort food. Elevate your kitchen game and create magic tonight with La Cuisine's premium cookware. Don't forget the secret ingredient, a new top-selling cookbook. Attend a cooking class and you'll learn how to make every meal a slam dunk. La Cuisine is Bozeman's boutique kitchen store, and we can help you create the perfect table with our curated Montana-made and European dining treasures. Discover the ideal blend of style and functionality at La Cuisine, 2405 West Main.
Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza and is proud to support all things Bobcat sports. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, last beer served at 8 p.m., and located right across from the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Stop by after the game today to enjoy a cold pint of beer and a slice of made-from-scratch delicious pizza. Dine-in service and online ordering for takeout are both available. Check out BridgerBrewing.com and at Bridger Brewing on Instagram and Facebook, and stay tuned for updates on our newest adventure in Three Forks, Montana.
Are you too hot? Are you too cold? Did you know that you don't have to just deal with it? We at Ambient Air Solutions understand how important comfort plays on your emotions, health, and quality of life on a daily basis. Ambient Air Solutions offers 24/7 emergency service for residential and commercial clients. We also offer financing to help ease the financial stress and burden of a lifelong investment. Call Ambient Air Solutions at 406-577-1818 and leave it to the professionals. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here. First Interstate Bank broadcast position 44-32. The Bobcats trailing by 12. 5:09 to go in this ballgame. Taking it out will be Eastern Washington. Timeout again. Bobcats on a little bit of a run here. They were just down 44-27, but a nice little stretch where Picton hit a three and a couple free throws from Mara Dykstra. Left side. Alexander trapped, and another timeout called by Eastern Washington. 30-second timeout called by the Eagles. 5:02 to go in the fourth. 44-32. Montana State trailing by 12. And a couple reminders for you. Again, after this game, we will have a little bit of a battle between Northern Arizona and the University of Montana, and that'll be for the other women's semifinal matchup. We'll see how that one goes. I mean, those are two offenses that can really fill it up. Two really good teams in the Big Sky this league going toe-to-toe. And later tonight at 6:30, the Montana State men will be taking on Sac State again. What a win for those guys. And Coach Logie last night, he's doing a fantastic job in his first season. They shot, I think, 76% in the second half of that game. I mean, they have been so much fun to watch this year, and looking forward to that one. Out of the timeout, Loetta inbounds. Buckley hands back to Loetta. Now under 5 minutes to go. Picton's going to come up and double the ball. Loetta finds Alexander under the hoop for a layup, and it's good. Up the near side. Hall. Left wing. Guarded by Lawrence. Gets it up top. Picton pump fakes, looking to drive. She'll back it out. Now hands off to Dykstra. Dykstra to Hall, left side. Hall throws it into a cutting Dykstra. She kicks it out to Lamardo. Extra pass to Hall. Hall driving right, spins back left. Pull-up, jumper. It's up, no good. Rebound, Jansen. Jansen in traffic. She kicks it out. Picton, Lamardo, Hall, three. Left side, it's no good. Short rebound pulled down by Alexander. Up the floor. Alexander gives it to Loetta. Loetta out top, guarded by Picton. Picton looking to wrap around and poke it loose. Instead, Loetta drives downhill and throws it right into the hands of Madison Hall. Hall's lob pass ahead deflected. Hall knocked to the ground, and there's a foul. They're going to call it on Jack? Jack's passing the ball into the front court, runs into a defender, gets knocked to the ground, and the foul's on Jack. What are we talking about? Far side, Eastern will inbound. 4 minutes to go. Not that it's going to have a huge pull in how this game ends, but that's brutal, man. Near side. Martin fakes the pass, looking for a cutter. Now works into the high post. Jansen deflects it. Martin gets it back, drives, kicks. Loetta, pump fakes from the corner, drives in, pull-up jumper, right side, it's good. Loetta is so tough, man. 48-32, league MVP for a reason. Bobcats trailing now by 16. 3:30 to go. Right side, Lamardo goes behind the back, drives downhill, puts it up in traffic, and it's knocked out of bounds, blocked by Loetta. Montana State will keep it from the baseline now. 23 on the shot clock. Mardo will inbound. Dykstra gets it in. Back to Lamardo, now up top. Taylor Jansen inside of the cutting Lamardo. She goes up with it, off the glass, and one. Big bucket there by Caitlin Lamardo. She'll head to the line looking to complete the three-point play. Again, 48-34 the score now. Time not on the side of the Bobcats. 3:19 to go as Lamardo steps up to the line. Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. Free throw up and good from KJ. Martin gets it into Loetta. Loetta working up the far side. Cut off by KJ. Now she'll pull it back. Nobody on her. Someone's got to get on her or she will let it fly. But Eastern definitely focused on running some time off right now. They lead by 13 with 3 minutes to go. To the left, Jansen deflects it. It's knocked out of bounds. 3 minutes even on the game clock. 11 on the shot clock for Eastern Washington. 3 minutes to go in this one. Long inbound. Martin gets it right side, swings it over to Buckley. 3 from the left slot off the back iron, no good. O-board pulled down by Lawrence. Lawrence goes up in traffic and is fouled by Lamardo. Jaleesa Lawrence will shoot 2. 2:53 to go. 48-35. Eastern in the lead. This game's brought to you by Kendall Ford Lincoln of Bozeman, a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. First free throw from Lawrence is good. She'll shoot one more. Here's the second one. That one is no good, but knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Dykstra. Eastern will keep it. Fresh 20 on the shot clock. 2:52 to go in the game. 49-35. Eagles in the lead. Alexander, right wing, gets a screen from Martin, and it's a moving screen. I'm not sure I agree with that, but again, I'll take it. And Taylor Jansen will take it out from the near sideline. Cross half court. Picton hands it off to Lamardo, far side. Lamardo rejects, kicks it out to Picton. Picton, step back 3 from the right side off the rim. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Alexander. She'll hand it off to Loetta. And it's looking like it will be too little too late for Montana State as they trail 49-35, 2:27 to go. Eastern can run some more clock here. They're looking for Buckley. It's deflected. Buckley gets it back and draws a foul on the shot. She'll head to the line for 2 shots. Buckley steps up to the line in Montana. Parenting is important to us. Figuring it out doesn't come easy. In the ParentingMontana.org podcast, we talk with experts about the challenges and the joys in a parenting role. ParentingMontana.org, tool for your child's success. Also presented by your locally owned McDonald's restaurants. Download the app and earn free food. Order from anywhere and even skip the line with convenient curbside pickup. First free throw from Buckley is up and good. And Coach Binford wants a timeout, full timeout. 50-35 the score. Bobcats trailing by 15, 2:22 to go in the ballgame. And if this is it for this Montana State Bobcat team, well, it's been a heck of a year. And we can close the book a little more on that postseason about just why it's been such a great year. But, you know, when something good ends, it's always going to be sad. And, it looks like that we might be heading down that path in these next 2 minutes and 22 seconds as the Bobcats trailing 50-35, and for whatever reason, just really tough offensive performances here in the Idaho Central Arena this year for the Bobcat offense. And I know the offense has not been necessarily a mighty strength for this team all season long, but that being said, it hasn't been this bad. I mean, yesterday, 47 points in 45 minutes was tough, and it looked like the lid might be coming off the basket early on in this game for Montana State, but then things just went south, and right now with 2:22 to go, only 35 points to show for Montana State. So it's just been a really tough one. And you give credit to Eastern. They're one of the best defensive teams in this league. They're the best team overall in this league, clearly based on the standings. But, just a tough night, tough stretch of these last two games offensively for Montana State. And now Buckley will head to the line for her second free throw. Couple bounces. Buckley's free throw is up and good. 51-35, the score. And Picton will take it up the floor. 2:20 to go. Up top, Dykstra. Gives it over to the left wing, Jansen. Inside looking for Lamardo. And it's deflected out of bounds, turnover by Montana State. Martin will take it out. 2:09 to go. Bobcats still pressing in the backcourt. Alexander gets it across the timeline with Picton on her. Backing it out right side, gets it up top to Loetta. Loetta slowing it down. Jabs with her right. Working to her left. Drives in, kicks it out, near side. Lawrence, extra pass. Now Buckley has a three from the top, and that'll be the dagger. Big shot from Jacinta Buckley, who now has 16 points today on 6 of 10 shooting. She's having a heck of a game. She's a great player and seems like a great kid, too. And she's having, again, a heck of a performance by Buckley here in the semifinals. And now with 1:32 to go, the Bobcats trailing by 19, being outscored 17-8 in the fourth quarter. It's just been one of those days for Montana State, and this is how the run is going to come to an end here at the Big Sky Tournament. Jansen at the line. First free throw up and good. Tay's going to shoot one more. It's up, and it's good. Martin will take it out. 54-37 the score. Cross half court. Leah Alexander. She'll slow it down. Work to her left. Lamardo guarding the ball. Alexander backing down up top. Spins back, kicks it out. Loetta. Loetta drives left side. Scoop shot off the window. It's good for two. Picton will take it up the near side of the court. And Coach Binford wants a timeout just for the subs. And Madison Hall checking out. Mara Dykstra checking out. Taylor Jansen checking out. Caitlin Lamardo checking out. Natalie Picton checking out. And obviously a lot still up in the air for Taylor and KJ, but I think this might be Madison Hall's last time checking off the court for Montana State as a Bobcat. And what a career it's been for her as she hugs her coaches. Just one of the best to ever do it in a Bobcat uniform. The stats don't always show it, but what she contributed to this program, she's one of a kind. And it's Brooke Berry. She steps into a pull-up jumper from the left elbow and knocks it down. And can't say enough good things about Maddie Jackson, Madison Hall, coming back to play this fifth year. What a gift it was to all of us affiliated with the program to have her around as a player one more time. And again, I'm just very thankful for her as Ella Johnson rebounds the ball underneath the basket on the other end. 1 second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Bunyan drives, kicks it out. Egan in the corner. Gets it back to Bunyan. Bunyan goes down low to Boulanger. Boulanger skips it over far side Barry. Barry pump fakes, works into the mid-post, kicks it back out to Bunyan. 13 seconds to go. Bunyan pulls the three. It's no good. Barry fighting for the rebound. Eastern's going to come up with it. They're going to get it across half court and slow things down. 5 seconds to go, and Eastern Washington is going to close the book, or not close the book, close the book on Montana State's season, but punch their ticket to the Big Sky Conference Championship game. They'll play the winner of Northern Arizona and Montana. And sad day for the Bobcats tonight here in Boise as they fall and the season comes to an end at the hands of the top team in the league, Eastern Washington. Again, 56-39, the final score. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have the Montana State postgame show sponsored by Ribbon Chop House. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball from Learfield.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, local banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats!
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
World-class physicians, patient care that's second to none, the most advanced technology available. With a scorecard like that, you can trust Vance Thompson Vision to provide you with the best possible options for your vision. From LASIK to cataracts to everything in between, our surgeons and their teams root for their patients with as much dedication as diehard fans do for their favorite teams. Request your laser vision consultation from the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats. Visit VanceThompsonVision.com.
For over 100 years, Bozeman Health has provided quality health care in southwest Montana. With locations in Bozeman, Belgrade, and Big Sky, no matter who you are, where you are, or what you do, Bozeman Health is always there as your partner in health and wellness. Bozeman Health, proud healthcare provider of Bobcat student athletes. Visit bozemanhealth.org for more information.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape for pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Back from break, Daniel Salle here bringing you the post-game show sponsored by Montana's Ribbon Chop House, home of premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs, all served in a casual atmosphere. One final time, wrapping things up here from Boise. Again, 56-39, the final scores. The Bobcats fall in the semifinal round of the Big Sky tournament at the hands of the Eastern Washington Eagles, the top seed, punching their ticket to the Big Sky Championship game, where they will go toe-to-toe with the winner of Montana and Northern Arizona. So, it's tough. That hurts, and it sucks that the season's coming to an end, and really just a great group, and I think exceeded a lot of people's expectations. It was a year that was tabbed as a rebuilding year. And that was a lot because of what was gone from last year's team. And a big piece of that group that was supposed to be gone came back, and that was Madison Hall, formerly known as Maddie Jackson, or Jack. A lot of us still call her Jack. And that's, she was such a gift to this team. And, there was a lot that happened this season that didn't go the way of the Bobcats. You have the injury early on to Dylan Phillip, who was slotted to be the starting point guard, started at point in both the exhibition games for Montana State. Then after that, you have Lexi Deaton going down over Thanksgiving in Cancun. And Lexi was someone who was a very, very crucial returner from last year's team. She had a breakout year as a junior, and it seemed like she was going to kind of take over as the leading scorer on this year's team, and she had been doing that. She had a couple of huge games at North Dakota and then against New Mexico, and then in that James Madison game got hurt, ends up having to miss the rest of the season. You think at some point you're going to get Drea Brumfield back, the transfer from Pepperdine. She's hurt, and in the absence of Lexi Deaton, Lindsey Hines started to play some really good minutes. Then she gets hurt too. That's 4 players, 4 rotation players, 2 starters, 1 kid in Lexi Deaton who probably would have been an all-conference player, and they all are done for the year. And what did this Bobcat team do? Well, they battled, and they won ball games. They won a lot of them, and they defended their tails off. And offensively, maybe it wasn't always there, but they defended their tails off all season long and put together a year where they ended up finishing right in the conference standings where they got picked preseason. And with everything that happened, that is a heck of a job. I mean, when you are picked to finish 4th, a lot of that is, well, Lexi Deaton's going to score 15 points a game. Well, Lexi Deaton gets hurt. This Bobcat team goes through conference. They have some huge wins. They beat the Grizz at home. They beat Eastern Washington on the road. I mean, just a lot of marquee wins for this Bobcat team. And they end up going in as the 4th seed in the Big Sky Conference Tournament and winning more games at the conference tournament this year than they did last year. And I tip my cap to Tricia Binford. This was a fantastic job by her, and seeing the work that she put in every single day this season, she was fantastic. This team was fantastic, and it wasn't always pretty. But, gosh, they had some great moments over the course of this season, some marquee wins, and, really just proud of the kids, proud of the staff, and proud of the work that's gone in this season with this group, and would have loved to see a run through the Big Sky Conference Tournament, but not going to happen as Eastern gets it done in the semis, 56-39 over the Bobcats. And the big story in tonight's game was really that run in the second quarter by Eastern Washington. An intentional foul called at the monitor during a media timeout. Bobcats come out, miss 2 free throws. Eastern rips up a 13-0 run. They go 8 for 9 from the field in the second quarter. Montana State goes 2 for 14, and all of a sudden a 1-point Bobcat lead after 1 quarter turns into an Eastern 11-point lead after 2 quarters. And from there, Eastern just continued to play their game. Loetta is such a good floor general for them. Big Sky Player of the Year for a reason, and the Defensive Player of the Year. She really controlled this game, and Jacinta Buckley absolutely popped today. She was fantastic, the senior out of Spokane, Washington. She is such a fun player to watch. I cannot say enough good things about Jacinta Buckley. It's obvious watching the way she is with her teammates, watching her on the court. She's beloved. It's no mystery why she's so ready and so eager to step up in games like this when her team needs her, because she seems like the type of player who would do anything for her teammates. And think the world of Jacinta Buckley. She did a great job in the game today, and so did her teammates. Eastern was awesome. Aaliyah Alexander finishes this game with 10 points and 10 rebounds, 16 points for Buckley and 5 rebounds for her, 12 points for Jamie Loetta. For the Bobcats, nobody in double figures. Lamardo was the leading scorer with 9. Jack was right behind her with 8. 7 for Picton, 6 for Dykstra, 5 for Taylor Jansen. Off the bench, only 3 points, 1 from Malia Egan, and 2 points from Izzy Bunyan off the bench in today's ball game. Just a tough loss, and definitely a forgettable offensive performance, if we're being completely honest. But you know what? Right now, it's not about what just happened. It's more about reflecting on this whole season, and it's really been a fun one. And the foundation is there for this program to continue to soar under Coach Binford and her staff. We're going to go ahead and take a break on the Montana State postgame show here, sponsored by Ribbon Chop House. We'll have more postgame coverage coming up next. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union Building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman. When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle, your First Interstate Bank broadcast edition, bringing you the Montana State postgame show, sponsored by Rib and Chop House, home of premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. A tough loss today for Montana State as they fall to Eastern Washington 56-39, and again, a tough performance offensively for the Cats this afternoon here in Boise, and that's where their Big Sky tournament run is going to come to an end as they fall to the number one seed who will punch their ticket to the Big Sky Championship game. And the winner of this next game between Northern Arizona and the Montana Lady Grizz will meet them in the championship game. So big game coming up, and another big game for our men to be had here this evening as it'll be Montana State playing Sac State in the semifinals, the 10-seed Sac State who upset the top seed Eastern Washington. And we got a lot of basketball left to be played here in Boise, and it's unfortunate that this MSU women's team is no longer going to be a part of it. But, again, really a heck of a run this season by this Bobcat team, and should be fun. Should be fun stretch here in Boise, and looking forward to supporting Matt Logie and the men tonight. They play at 6:30. If you want to watch it, it'll be on ESPN2. If you want to listen to it, Keaton Galoglu will have the call starting at 6, and really looking forward to see what those guys can do. Let's go ahead and take a look at some post-game stats. Montana State finishes this game 14 of 54 from the field, 25.9%. From three, the Bobcats go 3 of 22, shooting 13.6%. Those 3 3-pointers for Montana State, of course, sponsored by Wendy's, as they have been all season long. For Eastern Washington, they go 22 of 47, 46.8%, and 7 of 20 from the three-point line, just 5 for 8 from the free throw line for Eastern Washington. And Bobcats finish this game with 8 assists on 14 made field goals to 19 turnovers. Again, those are those assists sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services today and all season long as well. And just tough finish, sad finish for Montana State. And I'm sure it's a tough mood in that locker room right now for these kids, and I'm sending them my best as we kind of sit here and tie the book on, or close the book on the season and wrap up today's game on the Montana State postgame show, sponsored by Rib and Chop House. Let's go ahead and do today's McDonald's postgame delivery of the game, sponsored by your locally owned and operated McDonald's restaurants of Montana. And you know what? I thought KJ had a really good game today. 9 points, 3 rebounds. She got 3 steals as well on the defensive end, shot 30% from the field, and made all 3 of her free throw attempts. Didn't hit a 3, but KJ, special player, and again, up in the air on whether or not she'll be back for more next season. We'll have to keep an eye on the news cycle for that one. Same with Taylor. We know for sure that Maddie Jackson just played her last game, which is devastating. But the other 2 seniors, we're gonna wait and see, I guess, on them. I'm not sure when we'll know, but fingers crossed for them, because they're great players, and you know what? You get used to having people around, and it's sad when they go. So, but your McDonald's post-game delivery of the game tonight is Caitlin Lamardo, who had 9 points, led the Bobcats in scoring, and also had 3 steals on the defensive end, the All-Big Sky Conference defensive team selection. We're going to go ahead and take another break. When we come back, more post-game coverage here from Boise as the Bobcats fall in the semifinals to Eastern Washington. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
For over 100 years, Bozeman Health has provided quality health care in southwest Montana. With locations in Bozeman, Belgrade, and Big Sky, no matter who you are, where you are, or what you do, Bozeman Health is always there as your partner in health and wellness. Bozeman Health, proud healthcare provider of Bobcat student athletes. Visit bozemanhealth.org for more information.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Found your dream home but dread having to move? Call Mesa Moving and Storage. We make moving fun. We work hard so you don't have to. We are here to help take the stress out of moving your home or business. If there's a move in your future, contact Mesa to handle the details so you can enjoy the experience. Mesa, the largest United agency family in Montana, is ready to take care of all your moving and storage needs. Call the friendly folks at Mesa, 406-285-7033.
All right, team, bring it in. We have 5 minutes left on the clock. We got to show them what we're made of.
Woohoo, yeah!
We need to focus. Every save counts, especially when it comes to fill-ups at Conoco.
What?
Coach? We're going to go back out there and save money when we fill up with the Fuel Forward app. So anytime from this day forward, whenever we're at a Conoco, we're going to use that app. Bring it in. Conoco on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Conoco! Let's go, Cats. Download the Fuel Forward app and save with every fill-up at Conoco. Proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats.
It's time for a wellness tip from SCL Health, now Intermountain Health, an official health partner of the Bobcats. Do you ever feel winded after attending a Bobcats game? Here's something you might not know. Of course you do. You're a true blue and gold Bobcat fan. You sing the fight song at the top of your lungs. Stand up and cheer. Cheer long and loud for dear Montana State. That being said, keep those lungs healthy. The Bobcats need your energy. Learn more at intermountainhealth.org.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here, bringing you the Montana State post-game show here from Boise, Idaho. First Interstate Bank broadcast edition. Final score today, 56-39. Eastern Washington, the number 1 seed, beats the 4th seeded Bobcats and punched their tickets to the Big Sky Conference Championship game. That'll be tomorrow at 3 o'clock here in Boise at the Idaho Central Arena. They will be playing against the winner of this next semifinal matchup between Northern Arizona and the Montana Lady Grizz. So, should be an exciting game between those two teams to see who gets to come in and play the top dog in Eastern Washington tomorrow. And whoever wins this game will have a great game again tomorrow against Eastern Washington. I mean, it's these last 2 women's basketball games here in Boise will be good quality basketball. And this league is really good. And, it's rare that the top 4 seeds all make it to the semis, and that's what we got this year. And Eastern Washington rightfully punched their ticket to the championship game. And now it'll be between NAU and Montana for who's going to play against them there. So that should be pretty interesting, and I'll definitely be keeping tabs on that game. And then again tonight at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time will be tip-off between the Montana State men and Sacramento State. And the men's tournament here in Boise has been chaotic, to say the least. I mean, Montana State getting the win over Weber State, a 5-4. That's not really a huge update. That's something, or upset, excuse me, not update. It's not really a huge upset, but it's not it didn't come as a huge surprise, especially with the men beating them the week before. But the rest of the games in this tournament, the 3-seeded Grizz beat 6-seeded Portland State last night, but for the 8-seed Idaho State Bengals to go in and beat UNC, who was the 2-seed, and then the 10-seed Sac State Hornets go in and beat the number 1-seeded Eastern Washington Eagles. I mean, that tournament is taking March Madness to a whole new level with some of the upsets that have happened there. And that was also the first time in Big Sky tournament history that a 10-seed has upset a 1-seed. So pretty crazy stuff on the men's side. And now all of a sudden, you look at who's left, and the Bobcats are the second highest remaining seed behind Montana, and they're on opposite sides of the bracket. So should be a really interesting game between a Sac State team that I imagine is very motivated right now and an MSU team who's playing some of their best basketball of the season these last couple weeks, especially in that second half last night. They scored 66 points in the second half of that game. Really an incredible performance by Matt Logie and that team of guys. Brian Garacki and Rob Ford were both fantastic in that game, and should be a fun performance to see what they can bring to the table tomorrow night. We're going to go ahead and take another break here on the post-game show, sponsored by Ribbon Chop House. We'll wrap things up when we come back here from Boise. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union Building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
Are you too hot? Are you too cold? Did you know that you don't have to just deal with it? We at Ambient Air Solutions understand how important comfort plays on your emotions, health, and quality of life on a daily basis. Ambient Air Solutions offers 24/7 emergency service for residential and commercial clients. We also offer financing to help ease the financial stress and burden of a lifelong investment. Call Ambient Air Solutions at 406-577-1818 and leave it to the professionals. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here, bringing you the Montana State post-game show, sponsored by Montana's Ribbon Chop House. And now joining me is going to be the head coach of the Bobcats, Tricia Benford, as she gets her headset on, and we can take a moment to chat about today and the rest of this whole season for Montana State as they fall in the semifinal round, 56-39 at the hands of Eastern Washington. Eastern will go on to the finals and play the winner of Montana and Northern Arizona. And Coach Benford, you know, this one hurts, but I thought you did a heck of a job this season. Any opening thoughts?
I'm just really proud of this group. I'm like, you can only get so far with the situation that unfolded on us, and we had some legs today. We ran out a little bit of legs today. We caused 20 turnovers to the top team today. And offense has just been the biggest challenge for us all year of putting consistent points on the board. And you just got to match when you get a top team that far, that you got to have a few more drop. Didn't shoot the free throws extremely well today like we did yesterday. But I couldn't be proud of this group. I'm like, the resiliency of this group and staying bought in amongst all the adversity, the things that we can control, they are certainly winners for sure.
And, I know with 2 of the 3 seniors, we're not really sure what's happening there yet, but With Maddie Jackson coming off today and playing her final minutes as a Bobcat, how emotional was that for you, for the team, for the staff, just to have a kid like that, so beloved, she's given so much to the program?
Yeah, it's hard. I'm like, we were in the locker room, had some moments, and I told her ribs are probably ready to get a rest. They're probably broken with all the charges she's taken. I'm like, it's one of those things that when it comes, just comes too fast. You expect them to be there for a lifetime, and she's the winningest player, I think, in Bobcat history, and she's just a really special kid and young lady that she's grown up into, and we've been a part of her journey. She's going to continue her journey with us, and what a shining and incredible example of a Bobcat to everybody else in our community in Bozeman.
And, I don't really even know what else to ask you about, but, now that things are kind of coming to an end here, obviously I had a chance early on in the post-game show to kind of reflect on the adversity that this team has overcome throughout the course of this season. But how important is it, just with some of the youth on this team, some of the things they've had to go through, just moving forward, how much better do you think this group will be because of it?
Well, kind of giving hugs to all the freshmen and talking about the experience that they've gotten and how they've handled it this year. I'm like, that's pretty tremendous experience to build upon. Natalie Picton and Izzy Bunyan in particular, the experience that they got from day one, the value of that in big moments, clutch moments, big situations, time management, time and score. And then you have an Ella Johnson who started raising into her minutes in beginning of the year it was don't take a shot. Now it's like middle nickname is Ella Shoot the Ball Johnson, and and then you got Malia Egan and Brooke Berry and Leia Boulanger. I'm like, we're gonna grow. We're gonna get better. We're gonna get some kids back. It's gonna make a big difference. We have a really special signing class, so. There's a lot of excitement for us, for sure. But this one, like you said, it hurts because there was a lot we took on this year, a lot of weight, and it was kind of released today. I think their bodies are going to take some extra time to recover because they've certainly earned the rest time.
Well, Coach, before I let you go, a couple things I just want to say. This season was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and
it's so good you lost your voice.
That was so good, and I just really appreciate the leadership job by you running this whole operation too.
I'm just really thankful for our staff. I'm thankful for these players. We had a united as one, lived out by this group, and everybody believed in who we were going to be, who we were, and I think our community really picked up on that too. We've got the best communities there is, and really special parents that are a part of us, our fast break support. We've just got a special thing going here.
Well, Coach, I'm grateful to be here, and I'm grateful for you. Thanks for your time.
Thanks a lot, Dan.
That was Tricia Binford joining us on the Montana State postgame show sponsored by Ribbon Chop House. We're going to go ahead now and wrap things up here from Boise as the Bobcats fall in the semifinals at the hands of no, we're not going to wrap things up. We got to go and get to our highlights of the game sponsored by First Security Bank. Then we'll wrap things up. So here are those highlights. Hall's going to drive to her right, get through traffic, put it up, off the window, it's good. Lamardo gets a screen, dumps it down to the rolling dicer. She puts it up in traffic, finger roll, it's good. Her dribble skips it over. Madison Hall, 3 from the left wing, it's good. Buckley looking for a cutter, it's stolen away by Malia Egan. Egan in transition, she's going to drive the lane, step through 2 defenders, layup off the window, it's good. Tough finish by Malia Egan. Bobcats to play for last shot. Picton beats her defender, drives downhill, puts up a finger roll, got fouled, and won! Natalie Picton, the freshman, finishing through contact. 6 on the shot clock. Picton's going to drive down the lane, put up a floater off the window, it's good. What a finish by Natalie Picton. The touch on the floater, second to none. Hall with 10 on the shot clock, drives, jump stop, step back, jumper, it's good. Madison Hall with the bucket. 13 on the shot clock inside. Lamardo's got a clean look off the window. It's good. Picton drives the lane, dumps it off Jansen. Open lane off the window. It's good. Gets it out to Jansen off the fade screen. Left corner. 3, you betcha. Taylor Jansen inside of the post up. Lamardo goes up in traffic off the glass. It's good. Gets a screen. She's going to work downhill to her left and kick it out to Picton. Picton 3 left side. It's good. Back to Lamardo now up top. Taylor Jansen inside of the cutting. Lamardo, she goes up with it off the glass and one. Those are your highlights of the game, sponsored by First Security Bank. And now we'll close the book on this ball game and on the 23-24 campaign of the MSU Bobcats. And I think I've had enough time to reflect on this post-game show, the significance of this team to me, and how special of a year it's been for this group of kids and for this staff. But just want to take the time now and say thanks to everyone who's tuned in all year long. Again, means a lot to know that I have the audience I have, and the feedback has been great all season long. Just people seeing me and hyping me up and saying hello at games, at home or on the road. So really appreciate all you, and it's going to be a long next 6 months or so, or I guess even longer than that, 7-8 months, before I take over the headset again and get on the call for a Montana State women's basketball game. But it's really been a fun year, and really appreciate everyone for tagging along for the ride. So I'm going to sign off. Daniel Salle from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position one final time this season, saying goodbye to all of you tuning in. This has been a presentation of Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Bobcat Women's Basketball has been brought to you by Bridger Brewing. Cheers to every journey being better than the last. Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, Mountains and Mines. Rocky Mountain Credit Union, here to help you through all life's events, big and small. Visit rmcu.net to find out more. Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild series. First Interstate Bank, built for you. And by Guaranteed Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation of the Bobcats Sports Network.